a.m. in the TLC building at 322 West Grand Avenue. To learn more, visit mastersvoice.com.
As winter is in full swing, the Artesia Police Department remains focused on keeping our roads safe. Officers are conducting special assignments, concentrated patrols, and sobriety checkpoints to prevent impaired driving. Enforcement efforts target violations such as DWI, open container, seatbelt use, and texting while driving. Keep Artesia safe.
To have your event listed on the KSVP community calendar, email calendar@ksvpradio.com. Please let us know at least 1 week in advance.
This is KSVP and K229 AS Artesia.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Today's show co-host Savannah Guthrie says kidnapping of her mother Nancy and the ongoing uncertainty about her mom's status are taking a terrible emotional toll on her and her siblings.
We are at an hour of desperation.
Appealing for any shred of help the public might be able to offer and thanking those who continue steadfast in prayer.
God is lifting her even in this moment, in this darkest place.
Investigators say they have not identified any suspects or persons of interest, although the family has offered to meet a ransom demand. Apparently, the kidnappers are not reaching out to the family. Republicans and Democrats bitterly divided over federal agents wearing masks. This as Congress works to avert another partial government shutdown.
Facing Friday's midnight deadline, lawmakers are locked in a debate over funding Homeland Security. And the central question is whether to ban face masks by immigration enforcement officers. The House Democratic leader says unmasking the federal agents is a hard red line in the negotiations. But most Republicans say the current political climate leaves the immigration officers exposed to harassment if their faces and identities are made public. Greg Clugston, Washington.
6,000 San Francisco public school teachers manning the picket lines this morning.
It's the city's first such walkout in nearly 50 years. The strike comes after teachers and the district failed to reach an agreement over higher wages, health benefits, and more resources for students with special needs. The San Francisco Unified School District closed all 120 of its schools and said it would offer independent study to some of its 50,000 students.
And that's correspondent Bill Alexander reporting. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures are down 25 points. NASDAQ futures 4 points higher. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too. Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too.
It's true. Millions of Americans agree with President Trump, and they're switching to Newsmax. They're watching great shows with Greta, Carl Higbie, Rob Schmidt, Finnerty, and more. If you're tired of big media, start watching Newsmax. It's free to start. Go to newsmaxplus.com for immediate access. Get all of President Trump's most important events live. Imagine watching Mike Huckabee's Israel Report, our Melania documentary, Clint Eastwood, Charlie Kirk specials, even the movie Jesus of Nazareth by Franco Zeffirelli. Once you start Newsmax Plus, you won't stop. So try it for free. Go to newsmaxplus.com, then download the app. It's easy. So make the switch to Newsmax Plus today.
Indonesia is ready to send up to 8,000 troops to Gaza as part of President Trump's peace plan for the territory.
The timing of the Indonesian troop deployment and their exact role in Gaza have not yet been finalized, but it appears that President Prabowo Subianto has decided they will go. His decision to join President Trump's Board of Peace has been criticized by some Islamic groups in Indonesia, where there's been widespread public anger over the U.S. role in Israel's bombardment of Gaza. However, Mr. Prabowo has argued that as the world's largest Muslim nation, Indonesia should help to stabilize Gaza.
The BBC's Jonathan Head. Buckingham Palace says King Charles will support UK police assessing reports that former President Prince Andrew gave confidential information to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The statement came after police said they were assessing reports that the former prince sent trade reports to Epstein in 2010. Townhall.com. A late legendary Hoosiers basketball coach will be honored by the university whose teams He led to titles.
Indiana has announced plans for a bronze statue of former coach Bob Knight. The school says the statue will be in the lobby of Assembly Hall, where Knight led the Hoosiers to 3 national championships. School officials say Knight's statue will be placed next to another one honoring the 1976 title team, the last undefeated national champion in Division I men's basketball. It will be funded by a longtime basketball donor who wants to remain anonymous. I'm Mike Hempen.
A 16-year-old student shot and wounded in a high school in the Washington suburb of Rockville, Maryland. The victim was last described as being hospitalized in stable condition. A suspect, another student, is in custody. Rockville police say they're still searching for the gun used in the attack. Investigators say the motive remains unclear. More on these stories at townhall.com.
I pledge allegiance of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026. One of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
Good morning, Artesia. Tuesday, February 10th. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. Glad to be back on the air with you. Hey, we've got a loaded show today. Here in a few minutes, just momentarily, we'll have the guys' basketball team in. They'll tell us what's going on. In the 8 o'clock hour, we'll be talking to the Chamber. 9 o'clock hour is jam-packed. Hey, we're going to have Adopt-A-Pet today, so they'll be in with a new animal, so you can check out what animals are up for adoption. And then Aaron, of course, will give us our report. And then we'll hear from the Artesia Literacy Council today. So lots and lots going on. But, hey, let's jump right into this. Let's jump into some scripture and get the day started off right. Hey, I'm in Proverbs 13 today. I think you guys might have figured out by now, Proverbs is one of my favorite books. I think it speaks on just about everything in life. But we're in Proverbs 13 today, beginning with verse 16. It says this: "Every prudent man acts with knowledge, but a fool flaunts his folly. A wicked messenger falls into trouble, but a faithful envoy brings healing. Poverty and disgrace come to him who ignores instruction, but whoever heeds reproof is honored. A desire fulfilled is sweet to the soul, but to turn away from evil is an abomination to fools. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. So let's talk a little bit today. Let's talk about what happened this weekend. Let's talk about, there was apparently coaches walking and giving me a shake of the hand. He's coming in for the morning sermon. So I heard there was a game this weekend that people were watching. I'm not sure what it was. It's something about a Super Bowl or something. I don't know. But let's talk a little bit about this halftime show, since apparently that's all people want to talk about for the 2 days afterwards. Let's look at this situation. Try to take a biblical gaze at what happened. So you have a Super Bowl, which is the most watched television event of the year. And their choice for a halftime show is a man who flaunts his folly, as the scriptures say. He is a fool. And he's a wicked messenger. What's blowing my mind is the number of people going, well, it's a cultural thing, this, that, and the other. Yeah, it's a cultural thing because you don't understand Spanish. You have no clue what that man just said on stage. Let's put it this way: if they fined him for every single word, every curse word that he said, like they would if it was done in English, the Super Bowl would have made no money. That's how horrendous and horrible his music is. The things he was saying on stage and singing in Spanish, which everybody thought was just so amazingly culturally beautiful, is a problem. And we cannot give credence to it. We can't, especially as Christians, we can't just go, well, it's just a thing we don't understand. No, you should understand it. Go look up what he was saying and understand how horrid of a message it was. I'll tell you, if you can try to justify this through multiculturalism, I think you're sorely mistaken in the fact that if you think that's what represents the Puerto Rican culture. I've known many great Puerto Ricans in my life, wonderful, godly people. And I guarantee you, if I reached out to them, they were just as offended by the whole thing as you and I should be. So here's my deal. Was the TPUSA event perfect? And was that's the perfect? No. I'll say there was probably some problematic people and problematic stuff in it, but I will say it did proclaim the name of Jesus, and it proclaimed it loud and it proclaimed it clearly. Are they flawed? Yeah, because they're sinners. I said at church this Sunday, a guy goes, a guy tells you, I don't want to go to church that's full of hypocrites. You tell him, no, it's not full. There's always room for one more. Come on in. Because that's where we sit. The fact is of this, we cannot abide with this. We cannot just sit and act as if it was normal to have that show, because you allowed it in Spanish. Now next year you have to allow that exact same nonsense in English. And so I go, this is a problem. And I think that as Christians, as Americans, we need to stand up and say we won't put up with this. I was talking to Jeff about it before the show, and the production company that puts that thing on, they just got their contract renewed, and so once you start the downhill slide of accepting vulgarity, hatefulness, and all of that stuff that was displayed this weekend, it only gets worse. It doesn't ever get better. It's not as if they're going to pull back. But then I'll say this as well. People go, well, but, Kid Rock, the stuff he used to sing. Yeah, Kid Rock used to sing was pretty horrendous. And he headlined the show with TPUSA. From what I can tell, the man's repented, and he's in some fashion, I guess, and he is turning to Christ. Is he perfect? No, he's not. None of us are. But I look at the picture and I go, I'd even embrace, I guess Bad Bunny. I even hate saying the name because it sounds so stupid. But I would even embrace him if the man repented and turned towards Christ. Because we all need a chance, a second chance, and that's what Christ gives us. And so I encourage you, just take a look at it. Don't allow, we can't stop what the Super Bowl's doing. We just don't have the power. But you don't have to allow it into your home. You don't have to celebrate it. You don't have to act as if it's normal. You don't have to act if the degradation of society is the normal thing for us. It says this, whoever walks with the wise becomes wise. So find the wise and walk with them. The companion of fools is going to suffer harm. That's our picture. Don't become a companion of fools and of wicked messengers. Don't encourage them. Don't support them in any way, shape, or form. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's that for now. Let's go ahead and check in on our weather and a quick commercial break, and we'll come back with the basketball team.
Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest supplier of crop inputs and services and is helping growers feed the future. While providing superior customer service, you can rely on Nutrien to deliver safe product on time to any location. If you need it, they have it. Nutrien builds and maintains strong customer relationships by understanding your business and your needs. It's central to who they are. For more information on products and services, call Nutrien Ag Solutions, 575-748-3510. Nutrien, feeding the future and proudly supporting the 4-H and FFA.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Little cold front dropping in, so we could get a few showers today, but rain chances are fairly low. We'll have some cloud cover, afternoon high in the mid-60s. Overnight, a shower possible till about midnight. We're in the upper 30s and low 40s, and then we're back to sunshine on Wednesday. Looks pretty nice, upper 60s. Warming up a little bit on Thursday with a mix of sun and clouds, mid-70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
It's election time in Artesia. One seat we are all voting for is mayor. Here's Jeff Yahtzee, who is asking for your vote.
Hello, Artesia.
It's election time in Artesia. One seat we are all voting for is mayor. Here's Jeff Yahtzee, who is asking for your vote.
Hello, Artesia. I am mayoral candidate Jeff Yahtzee. I bring 14 years of city council and 4 years of mayor pro tem experience to this election. I also serve as chair of the infrastructure, government affairs, and the executive safety committees. I have represented you, the citizen, through both the good and the bad times in our community. I am by far the most experienced and qualified candidate to be your next mayor. I have always fought for and defended what is right and true for you in my role as a city councilor, and will continue to do so as your next mayor. We can do great things together for our community over the next 4 years. I need your support and urge you to vote for Jeff Yahtzee on Election Day, Tuesday, March 3rd. May God bless this fine community. Thank you.
Time to choose someone who represents your vision for the future of Artesia. Paid for by Jeff Yahtzee.
Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA. There is a difference.
Attention homeschool families. Could you use some support? Your kids love art, but you don't love the mess. Your kid is into STEM, but the kits are really expensive. We get it, and we hear you. Artesia Classical Academy can help. We offer art, music, STEM lab, and PE for 1.5 hours every school day. We are inviting your homeschool students to come join us. Check out our enrichment programs today. Learn more at artesiaclassicalacademy.org and schedule a visit today.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 1,300 head of cattle sold on Monday on a steady-to-higher market with excellent buyer attendance. Compared to last week, stocker calves, feeder cattle sold steady to 5 higher. Packer cows and bulls sold steady. 3 to 400 pound steers, 595, 665. 3 to 400 pound heifers, 525, 555. 4 to 500 pound steers, 565, 595. 4 to 500 pound heifers, 495 and a quarter. 5 to 600 pound steers, 426, 565. 5 to 600 pound heifers, 386 to 490. 6 to 700 pound steers, 393, 426. 6 to 700 pound heifers, 362, 386. 7 to 800 pound steers, 361, 393. 7 to 800 pound heifers, 307, 362. Packer cows, 160, 169. Kenner and Cutter cows 150, 157. Packer bulls 185, 191. Feeder bulls 170, 180. The cow-calf pairs not well tested this week. In the top half, the bred cows, a nice run, $3,200 to $3,800 per head. Expecting another good run for next Monday. We appreciate the business. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. Hey, I got a little ahead of myself there and ran a commercial break. I need to get these calendars done real quick, so let's jump into them. Artesia Public Schools Cafeteria, you guys are having cereal bars for breakfast, for lunch, Nacho Supreme with chili beans and orange wedges. Over at the senior meal site today, going to be having pork pasole, Chateau blend vegetables, and mandarin oranges. Everybody's eating oranges. It's good. Everybody's getting the flu right now. Hey, what's happening over Senior Center? Exercise video at 8:15, 9, hand and foot, line dancing today, fusing fun, ceramics and sewing, and poker at 2 o'clock. And I'm sure this is all filled up, but it looks like at 8:30 they're headed to the casino in Hobbs today. And at 10 o'clock they're going to be having line dancing over at Good Life. At the library today for the little ones this morning, 10 to 11, story time and craft. Adults, you guys have 2 to 6, Dungeons and Dragons, and the teens, 3:30 to 5 is Teen Tuesdays. At the schools today, junior varsity and varsity boys basketball at Lovington, and the girls are at Lovington today as well. So you guys are taking group pictures and individual spring pictures, and let's see, Yucca, same thing, group and spring pictures. Who's got a birthday today? Happy birthday to Doris Lockler, Marcia Gardner, Carmen Lessiter, and Laverne Clarkston. Happy birthday. All right, let's bring in our guest. Coach.
Hey, what's up, Scott?
How are things going, man?
Good, man. Grinding away. It's fun part of the year, fun time of the year with district wrapping up. We got our first round of district done on Friday, and here we go, man. Round 2, get to play everybody in opposite locations and opposite places.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here we go. Excited.
Awesome. Looks like our camera got bumped a little bit there. All right. So you guys are headed up to Lovington tonight.
Yes, sir.
Guys and girls are headed up to Lovington.
Yes, sir.
And then you guys, after that on Friday, you would be back in town. That's what I'm looking at.
Right.
Yeah. And then your next 2 games.
Tuesday. Yeah,
Friday.
We basically went. We had Lovington here, which we took care of business. Went up to Portales last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Played pretty well for the most part. Had some inconsistencies at times. They hit that buzzer beater on us to beat us. And,
oh man.
You got to give them a lot of credit. That's a big shot, and they took care of business and got us by 1. And then on Friday we responded and bounced back and a grind out game and got the win at Goddard. So right now we've got one more game on the road today at Lovington. And then we get to have both those teams come back to us Friday and Tuesday. So.
All right. So you get to play the same team twice in 1 week.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. Well, we take care of business, twice in 1 week. Yeah, there you go. You guys got it.
Quick turnaround for sure.
All right. Well, who do we got with us today, Coach?
Well, we've got a senior and a junior. We got a senior here to my left is Mr. Diego Morales. He's been in the program all through high school. This is his first year on varsity. But, man, we sure do love his energy and his hype and his leadership, and really glad he's with us. Really glad he stayed with our program, and we love having him. And then we've got Mr. Jace Deans. I call him the cowboy. He's really involved in FFA, but he's a big piece of what we do. One of the best shooters we have in the program. He really can shoot the ball, and we just love his knowledge and his energy and his leadership. He's a big part of what we do in our program. Both these guys may not get in a whole lot as far as stat sheet and things like that, but everything they're doing in practice, in the locker room, in the weight room, the leadership roles these guys play, these are the guys that make the wheels go round. So it's really, really excited to have both these guys. Jason's only a junior, so we get him back next year, and I know he's going to have a monster senior year. So lucky to have both these guys in our program. They do a lot for our program, and really proud of what they've done up to this point.
Jace looks like your enforcer, man. Like he's slapping people around.
Jace ain't scared. Let's put it that way.
It's like, how'd you get a linebacker on your basketball team?
Absolutely.
All right, guys, pull up the microphones close to you. Let's talk here. So let's start with you, Diego. So Diego Morales, tell us who your family is. Here you're a senior.
Yes, sir.
And what all sports do you play?
My parents are Miriam and Robert Morales, and I have an older brother that graduated from here a couple years ago, and then my little sister, she's a junior, and she's a cheerleader, so it's pretty cool having her on the sideline while I'm playing.
Oh, that is cool. All right, I need you to stay right up on the microphone, and you can pull the microphone and kind of adjust it, lift it up if you need to and stuff, get it right up there close to you. All right, Jace, same thing, man. Who's your family, and what all sports do you play?
My parents are Myra and Tyler Deans, and then I have a brother, Peyton, who graduated a couple years ago.
Okay.
And then I just played basketball this year and do FFA.
Just basketball and FFA. So he isn't linebacking. He's just dragging steers around the arena is what he's doing to get that beef. All right, man. Guys, so tell me. Let's start off with you, Diego. How's the season shaping up for you, and what's been the highlight this year?
The season's been fun. I mean, it's just a ride that I can't describe. It's just being able to have fun and battle it out with your boys and making each other better. It's just, there's no better feeling. But, I mean, so far the season's gone so pretty well. We had some losses that, we would rather not have, but, they're just lessons that we got to learn from and get better from.
Yeah. What about you, Jace?
No, it's been super fun. It's a grind for sure. With the group of guys, everyone's super close, and I think that makes it 10 times funner. I think the best moment so far for me has been Hope Christian. And winning that, and then just being in Albuquerque together, it was fun.
Yeah. Don't tap on the table because it goes out over the speakers. It sounds like somebody's outside knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door.
So awesome. So Coach, you guys you got Lovington lined up twice this week. How's that looking for you?
Well, we got Lovington today, and then we go Portales on Friday.
Oh, Portales on Friday.
Yes, sir. Good. They're fighting for their lives. They actually upset Portales last Friday. I don't know if you call any district game an upset because everybody's fighting for position. And Portales came in, and Lovington shot it really well. So we watched film on them and had a good film session on Saturday with our guys looking at what we did against Goddard. And we just got to come out and do us, man. It's a time of year where you can't get away from fundamentals. You got to remember it's all about defense and guarding, rebounding, making sure you value the ball. And then, of course, they're in their home gym, so you're going to get all the energy and all their hype. And we can't worry about that. We got to worry about what's on that court and make sure we play good 4 quarters of basketball.
Yeah.
We got our 6-man tailgate. Before I forget about that, that's on Friday. It's $10. Get with any 6-man member. You get cheeseburger, chips, drink, dessert. Great opportunity to come and support our 6-man program and come watch these guys. It's Pack the Pit night, so every elementary kid gets to get in free for all the games. So
awesome.
Looking for a huge crowd on Friday, and we've been on the road quite a bit this month, and this will be our last 2 scheduled home games for the season on Friday and on Tuesday. But we got to get ready to make sure we take care of tonight, get on that bus. Looking for a great crowd tonight. Girls play at 5:30, and let's pack that gym. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah. Lovington ain't far. Y'all can make it up there. Go up there.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. All right. So, Diego, what's plans after you're graduating this year, man? What does it look like for you?
I think I'll probably end up at NMSU.
All right.
Try to get my degree in athletic training. And then see where the road takes me from there.
All right. Well, Jace, you got another year, but you got any plans in store?
Yes, sir. I have 2 actually. One's like being a horse trainer, and there's a program in Colorado.
Cool.
Like. And then animal science, being a large animal vet would be really cool.
Awesome. That sounds like a plan.
Work on us big animals.
Yeah. Be like all those cop shows, like you get shot and you're like, don't want anybody to know. You go to Jace and have him fix you up, man.
Absolutely. Yellowstone right there.
yeah, like that. Awesome. All right, guys. So, all right, my favorite question. Let's see who wins today. Favorite teacher?
Miss Burnett.
Oh, okay.
Coach Bowden.
Oh man, look at that.
I like it. Coach Waller's
like,
man,
nobody's going down, man. He may need to get on the radio and
he needs to start
hype his numbers a little bit,
He started really strong, and now he's
yeah. All right, guys. So headed off to college. You're going to go to NMSU, be an athletic trainer. That's a pretty cool job. Any idea? Any aspirations of playing in college sports? 'Cause you're on a football team too, right?
Yes, sir. I'm on the football team and the baseball team, and then of course basketball. But
okay.
If anything, if I do go play at the next level for sports, it'll probably be baseball. I think that's the best chance I have. But
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think my skills are as developed as I want them to.
So you could be playing basketball or baseball here after. All right. So you. Yeah, I was talking to the guys, a couple of the guys last time. It's like it's run. One day you're playing basketball, the next day you're playing baseball. So
Yes,
you got a full senior year coming up. So
Yes, sir. It's a quick turnaround for sure.
Yeah, you keeping your studies up, man.
Oh yes, sir. That's the hard part is keeping the grades up. But
Yeah, I bet Coach don't let you play with no low grades, does he?
I got on them. We were gone like 9 days in a row or something.
Yeah.
And I had to say, hey guys, these one-legged A's aren't looking very good on the report cards right now, man. But we got great kids that.
Yeah.
I mean, most of our guys are in honor society.
Good.
We've got guys that have scored 32s and 34s on their ACTs. I mean, we've got a really high intelligent group of kids, and they work hard. That's why. But again, they work hard in the court. They work hard in the classroom. They work hard in the community. That's why this group has been so special that we have, and we're blessed to have such a great group of young men that compete not only in the classroom but also on the court.
Yeah. Hey, I need to get in and talk to all your boys. Not a single one of them yet has said they're going to go into the military. What's up with that, man? Like I need to get over there and do some recruiting.
I'm with you. And we have some every. We usually have at least maybe one or two every year, but. Yeah, I mean it's hitting. That comes in waves.
That's pretty much the standard. I think here in Artesia, there's about 2 or 3 of us every year that go off to do that. So
absolutely.
All right. Well, guys, I wish you the best of luck on the season. Anyone you guys want to give a shout out to, say hi to? You got some parents, grandparents listening right now.
Love you, Mama.
Look at that. That boy just got mad points.
That got breakfast coming right now.
He just nailed it right
Myra
there.
will be at the pit with breakfast right now.
All right, Diego. Who you gonna say hi to, man?
I want to give a shout out to my sister. She's always been there for me. And then love you, Mama.
All right. Look at that following suit.
I gotta go ahead. Love you, Mom, if you're listening. But no, big
your
shout.
Your mom's like you're on every week. I don't even.
I work with her and I live with her, so. But I did again, Scott. I just want to thank our community, man. We've had some great crowds on the road. Thank everybody, all of our 6-man guys that are grinding out, selling those tickets for our tailgate.
Yeah.
Big night on Friday night with Pack the Pit. Please come in and buy a cheeseburger, chips, and drink with green chili
With
if you
green
want.
chili.
If you want
Gene's
it.
honor.
Absolutely. And just want to thank our administration, Coach Maupin and Ms. Jaramillo, Ms. Goff, Ms. Kaufman, and of course Mr. Hayes. They do such a great job of just getting out and supporting us. And not only that, but everything we do, they're there. And just been a great year so far, and we're not done the second half of district. We got to stay focused and stay hungry and keep improving and understanding that we got to go up there today and play 4 quarters, and then we get to come back and protect our home court. Just want to see a huge crowd on Friday. If you can't make the trip tonight, listen, KSVP will be there. And just thank you, everybody, for all they do to support our program. And it's a fun part of the year. Fun time of year.
Yeah, keep it up, guys. Good luck tonight, and good luck the rest of this week.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Appreciate it.
God bless.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. The FBI says it's not aware of any ongoing communication between the Guthrie family and the suspected kidnappers of Nancy Guthrie. Investigators say they have not identified any suspects or persons of interest in the case. Another suspected drug-running boat blown out of the water by the U.S. military in the Eastern Pacific. 2 alleged narco-terrorists were killed. There was 1 survivor. From the classroom to the picket line, almost 6,000 San Francisco public school teachers are on strike this morning. It is the first such walkout in more than 45 years. The House Homeland Security Committee is preparing to hear from Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons. A hearing has been scheduled for later this morning. On Wall Street this morning, the Dow futures are down 53 points. NASDAQ futures are off 22. More details at srnnews.com.
Lowell's Pharmacy. We're called the Family Pharmacy.
You and your family getting all the things you need. Where personal service is always guaranteed. Prescriptions fill faster with dependability. That is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
You know, at Lowell's Pharmacy, we love being known as the Family Pharmacy. Now, we're not going to change the sign outside or repaint the building, but we are going to keep on doing the little things that have earned us the reputation of being your family pharmacy. Lowell's Pharmacy, with personal service and, of course, prescriptions a specialty.
And that is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
Lowell's Pharmacy, 612 North 13th, across from the hospital in the Artesia Professional Building. Lowell's Pharmacy.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. Big victory for the Carlsbad Cavemen boys basketball team back on Friday night. An overtime win over the Hobbs Eagles. That was a final score of 52-46. Shane Sullivan kicked off the overtime scoring for Carlsbad with the three, and the Cavemen went on from there. They actually led 29-21 at half before Hobbs staged a comeback to force an extra period. So Carlsbad is 16-6 overall, 3-0 in district play, and they will be playing at Clovis tonight, this afternoon at 5:30. Meanwhile, Artesia is 17-5, 2-1 in district after defeating Goddard 56-48 on Friday. The Bulldogs will be at Lovington tonight at 7 o'clock. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio, AM 990.
During the big game, you may have seen an emotional Amazon commercial about how Ring doorbell cameras reunite lost dogs with their owners. Here's the straight scoop. I'm Kim Commando for ExpressVPN. When you're online, you're always being tracked. Keep your activity private and secure. Get 4 extra months for free at expressvpn.com/Kim. Ring doorbells are so prevalent that it's common to find anywhere from 5 to 20 on any given street. So Amazon had an idea. Using their mesh network called Sidewalk, anyone with a lost dog can upload the dog's photo. Ring doorbells in the area will scan for the dog as it monitors what's going on outside. And if your dog wanders by, Ring cameras attempt to match your photos. Amazon says it reunited 99 dogs in 90 days. Recording outside activity is perfectly legal. Their Ring doorbell network is already in place. And what a great idea. It sure beats stapling lost dog photos on telephone poles. Enter to win $250 every single day in February at winfromkim.com. Here's something most people don't think about. When a popular online service says it's free, you're usually paying for it with your privacy. Every click, search, and website visit can be tracked, logged, and used to build a detailed picture of who you are. And if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. That's why I protect my online privacy with ExpressVPN. Your internet service provider can see everything you're doing online, and third parties can track your activity through your IP address. I'm not okay with that. With ExpressVPN, your internet traffic is routed through secure encrypted servers and an anonymous IP address, so your online activity stays private. It's fast, reliable, and incredibly easy. Just one click. One subscription protects up to 8 devices too. Right now, you can get my special offer of 4 extra months with ExpressVPN. Protect your privacy today. Go to expressvpn.com/Kim and you'll get that special offer of 4 extra months. Don't miss out. Go to expressvpn.com/Kim today. That's expressvpn.com/Kim.
Turpin & Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. We have no new obituaries and no reminders. This listing has been presented as a service by Turpin & Son Mortuary of Artesia. We make it personal.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Little cold front dropping in, so we could get a few showers today, but rain chances are fairly low. We'll have some cloud cover, afternoon high in the mid-60s. Overnight, a shower possible till about midnight. We're in the upper 30s and low 40s, and then we're back to sunshine on Wednesday. Looks pretty nice, upper 60s. Warming up a little bit on Thursday with a mix of sun and clouds, mid-70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, Artesia, let's take a look at our weather. Hobbs 65, Roswell 68, Carlsbad 69, Artesia 69. Nice 70-degree weather. I guess looking like possible a little bit of showers this morning, it says. I think it's only 15%. It's pretty low chance. We're going to be sticking in those 60s and low 70s for about a week, man. That's pretty nice. So maybe a little bit of precipitation here and there. That'll be good. And hey, let's jump into our flyers and see what's going on around the Artesia area that you absolutely need to know about. Hey, Yucca Elementary School's holding a raffle, 2026 raffle. Ticket prices are only $2. And let's see, what are some of the prizes you can win? A grand prize is a Blackstone grill. If you don't have one of those, you absolutely need one. They're the most amazing thing ever. Second prize is a spa package. Third prize, a Yeti cooler. And student prizes, overall top seller in each grade are all going to get prizes. So if you know a student at Yucca Elementary, get with them and try to get your raffle prizes or raffle tickets and see if you can't win some prizes. Let's see with blood drives. Today is the 10th, yes. All right, Albertsons in Carlsbad. So that's 202 West Church Street in Carlsbad from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Go ahead and go give blood. Let's see, VA State Veterans Benefit Outreach. Let's see, Carlsbad, they'll be meeting tomorrow at Carlsbad, so the VSOs will be at the VFW post at 1916 San Jose Boulevard in Carlsbad from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And so if you're a veteran needing to work on your benefits, you can head up there, or you can wait till next week here in Artesia. That'll be the 18th, and they'll be there from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the United Veterans Hall. Don't forget, on Thursday, prayer gathering every Thursday at Lucky Duck Restaurant from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. People gathering together and praying for our nation. Go join them for that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Coach just said this. The six-man hamburger fry. Friday night, head on up there from 4 to 7. There's going to be games all evening. Pack the pit. Go hang out, support our students as they play basketball. One of the last couple of district games they've got, and you can go get you a hamburger, drinks, and dessert for $10 a plate. This Saturday, February 14th, come worship with Master's Voice at First Baptist Church at the TLC building, and that happens at 10:30 a.m. Let's see, Saturday, February 14th is Parents' Night Out. Artesia Aquatic Center wants you to go have a good time. From 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., they will take kids ages 5 to 12. They can hang out. There's going to be swimming, games, arts, crafts, and more. $25 for first child, $20 for additional siblings. It'll be a good time for them, and mom and dad can get out and have some fun together. Let's see, there's a dance Saturday night, the 5th annual Janelle Whitlock Valentine's Day Dinner and Dance in Carlsbad at the Pecos River Village Conference Center. Tickets are only $30 a person. That's from 6 to 10 p.m. And go up there and have a good time. All right. There we go. Dancing with the Stars. Tickets are now on sale for Dancing with the Eddy County Stars. Happening Friday, March 20th. This is hosted by the United Way of Eddy County. Tickets are only $50 for general admission, $100 for VIP. And just go online to look for the United Way of Eddy County's website. Head on over there, and they've got those tickets for sale. If you'd like to be a sponsor of that, you can reach out to Kyle Marksteiner at 575-689-1237. They got 3 levels of sponsor, $1,000, $3,000, and $10,000. See, $1,000 gets you 6 VIP seats and drink tickets. $3,000 gets you 8 VIP seats and drink tickets. And $10,000 gets you 10 VIP seats and drink tickets, and you get to meet the dancers. All right. Seek First Basketball. Looks like their next game will be on February 16th. Second, third graders will play from 6 to 7, and fourth, fifth graders will play from 7 to 8 at First Baptist Church Artesia. So go out there and support those youngsters playing basketball. Hey, don't forget, going on right now at the Ocotillo Performing Arts Center is Kirsten Morrison's art exhibit, Near Distance. If you'd like to go out and check out some of her art, it's absolutely amazing. You can head up there during open hours. I think it's from 10 to 2 p.m. each day, and go see all of her wonderful art. Next parent training opportunity at the schools is Monday, February 23rd at the Bulldog Administration and Training Center. Anxiety and Mental Health Awareness, hosted by Ileana Guzman and Sasha Ortega. So that should be pretty good stuff. Let's see. I think, registration's closed on this, but get ready. February 27th and 28th, head on over to Artesia Rec Center and watch some amazing dodgeball. No more fun sport. I think it's a great sport. Should be brought back in every classroom. Dodgeball, you learn a lot through dodgeball. All right, well, that looks like that's about it on there. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and then I'll come back, and I'll probably bring Jeff in here, and we'll talk a little bit about world events.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. Cuban aviation officials have warned airlines that there isn't enough fuel for airplanes to refuel on the island, part of a critical energy rationing as the Trump administration cuts the island off from its fuel resources. Air Canada, Canada's largest airline, said Monday it is suspending service to Cuba because of the shortage of aviation fuel. Kroger has named former Walmart executive Greg Foran as its chief executive officer. Foran has a reputation as a tech-savvy and detail-oriented leader. He led Walmart's U.S. division from 2014 to 2019, where he focused on cleaning up stores, ensuring items were in stock, and improving the fresh produce selection. Shares of the Kroger company rose nearly 7% in early trading Monday. About 6,000 public school teachers in San Francisco went on strike Monday. The teachers and the district failed to reach an agreement over higher wages, health benefits, and more resources for students with special needs. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
I'm Morgan Wagner, and Artesia is my home. My wife and I are proud to raise our family here, and I believe giving back starts with listening, serving, and showing up for our neighbors. I believe a strong Artesia means supporting local jobs, encouraging responsible economic growth, and creating opportunities where families can thrive. As your City Council representative, I will focus on economic development, public safety, and making decisions that put our families and community first. City government works best when it listens, stays accountable, and serves the people it represents. I'm Morgan Wagner, and I'd be honored to represent you.
Morgan Wagner for Artesia City Council, District 4.
Are you looking for something beautiful, meaningful, and made right here at home? Come visit Sunflowers at 1010 West Main, your local flower shop that's all about community. From fresh, handcrafted floral arrangements to stunning custom turquoise jewelry and locally made leather goods, we celebrate the artistry of New Mexico every day. Stop by, say hello, and support the heart of Artesia. Call us at 575-748-1010 or visit us online at sunflowersartesia.com. Come celebrate community, connection, and the spirit of Artesia. Sunflowers, where there's joy in every bloom.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham. The account of origins presented in the Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events and provides reliable basis for man's worldview and a framework for scientific investigation into the question of the origin and history of life. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Harvest Fellowship at 2307 West Main in Artesia. Call Pastor Ronnie Williams at 746-6195. Now, today's Answers with Ken Ham.
No ape in your ancestry. This is Ken Ham, a missionary to our evolutionized culture and even the church. All this week, we're looking at reasons to be thankful God didn't use evolution to create. In the evolutionary worldview, humans are nothing more than animals. Our closest living relatives are apes, and we're descended from an ape-like ancestor. And because of this, we don't have any more value than any other creature. But the Bible has a very different view of mankind. We were created distinct from the animal kingdom, in the very image of God. And because we bear God's image, we have intrinsic value no animal has. There's no ape in your ancestry. You are fearfully and wonderfully knit together by God in His very image.
Get more solid answers from God's Word when you go to AnswersRadio.com. Listen to this program again at AnswersRadio.com.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. Hey, Jeff's coming in to join us, and we're going to have a little discussion. Here's the point. Here's the point of all this. Standards and double standards. That's where we live in. We live in a world of subjective truth because we've bought into a narrative that says, well, if this class of people or this group of people or this little enclave of people identified by their skin culture, their culture, so I said skin culture, skin color, culture, any of those things, well, they're oppressed, therefore we need to apply a different standard to them than the standard of our society. Well, once you do that, once I give Jeff special treatment because, you know, Jeff's beard can't grow as long as mine. You know, he's beard impaired. Then I have to give that to everybody else, right? And that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And that's why we end up with nonsense on our televisions, like happened on Sunday. And we call it good. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand the weight of the word woe. It means cursed. It means, it's like, oh, don't feel bad for people. No, woe means something horrid is coming upon you. That's, and that's where we're at. So you made a point about the FCC. I'll let you share it.
Well,
because maybe you probably know the rules more than I do. I don't know who the rules apply to and who they don't and all of that.
Well, apparently, it does not.
Pull that microphone. That microphone's breaking in and out.
Let me switch over.
Just grab that one and swing that one over to you. Number 2.
Yo.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, number 2's sketchy today.
Who does number 2 work for? Yeah, my thought was, okay, how much did the network get fined for Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, for their little
nipple
stunt, yeah.
And how much would I be fined if I said in English, or if I sang that song that he sang in English on air right here?
Yeah, if you and I just opened, if we decided, hey, we want to share with you what he said, and we opened up and read the first 2 lines, we would be out of a job because Gene would be coming in here beating us with a baseball bat.
Yeah, and the FCC would be handing us fines.
Yeah.
And if it was enough, then I believe they could take a license away.
Yeah.
And so let's say NBC, if they...
Was it on NBC or was it on... I thought it was on Fox this year.
NBC.
Was it on NBC? Sorry.
If, like, let's say that the network had to pay $500,000 for the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
So if we do that $500,000 for each curse word, or each.
Oh my gosh, the first song would break the bank.
Yeah, NBC would have lost money on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because they would have paid out at least $100 million.
Yeah, it is. If you don't believe me, go look up. Just Google right now lyrics to what Bad Bunny sang. Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Don't insult Bugs Bunny like that.
Dude, that's Bugs Bunny is a cherished part of American culture.
Yeah.
The
It taught me how to build Rube Goldberg traps.
it taught me how to say Albuquerque.
Yeah. Take a left at Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that it's kind of like I was joking around earlier. I know conversational in various languages around the world.
Yeah.
I also learned curse words in those same languages.
Yeah.
Because getting around in some third world countries, you
Mhm.
need. But
gotcha.
if I said any of that
Mm-hmm.
in English right now, I'd be fired and be fined.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if I do speak a little mix of Japanese, French, German, Spanish, and Korean. Vietnamese also. If I throw that all in there, will they say, "Oh no, that's okay"?
Yeah, I guess standard and double standard, right?
Yeah.
The horrible American is oppressive to the rest of the world, so therefore we have to. And you know, I know, like I said, I know a number of Puerto Rican men, and I guarantee they're probably looking at that going, I can't believe y'all let him say that.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe you're like, that's not a representation of our culture.
Right.
You know, and I go, so why do we have, and then I'll get a little more pointed. Why are there Christians out there celebrating this as some kind of multicultural win? Like, oh, this is so beautiful. The whole thing was in Spanish, and oh, this is just so great, and and the whole set represented life in Puerto Rico. Okay, that part I could get with. Sure, I don't care. And I really don't even care if he did it in Spanish. It's what he said in the Spanish that's bugging me. You know, I don't like professional sports. Once again, I could care less. But the fact that he was allowed to stand up there and he was given a double standard, a special standard for him, for his language, to say the things he said is horrendous, because now the double standard has to apply to everyone. So what do we get next year in English?
Right.
Who are we bringing next year that's going to take the shock factor through the roof because they did it in English? And I think you said it off air, and then if we call that out, we're gonna say what? Well, you're just racist.
Yeah.
You know, and I
thought of a band that can sing all English. Their music is all English. But there's one band that can match the level of
vulgarity,
and that would be Two Live Crew.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, I thinking through history, I go, yeah, Two Live Crew. So if you're a Gen Xer, and you're thinking, well, how bad was it? Think Two Live Crew.
Yeah,
maybe times 10, because I was blown away.
Yeah,
when I read what was, I was like, okay, this is not good.
And I was kind of sadly laughing at some comments on social media of certain people who were just so amazed and thought how wonderful it was.
Yeah.
It's like, if I was listening to a song in my car with that language and you were riding with me, you would be so upset with me.
Exactly.
You would think I was being derogatory, sexist.
So here's a question. Who can file an FCC complaint? Is that something like the FCC has to catch it and they have to do it? Or is that something like a citizen can do? Or does like another network have to
arrest?
do it? Yeah, no, well, I'm just saying.
No,
like,
but yeah, I know what you
yeah,
mean.
like, could I go online and go, hey, this, here's a complaint about NBC and what they put on the air, and they have to get investigated. I don't know. I don't know how that system works. If you and I cussed on the radio, would it be okay if no one caught us? Are we at that point? As long as no one turns us in, we're good.
That's what is it?
I don't
human
get it.
nature. Push the envelope. Get away with as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Push that. Find those boundaries, and then take one more step.
Well, it's a concept what we call the Overton window, right? The Overton window is the window of which is socially acceptable within society. And, if you just keep pushing the boundary, left or right. The common thought is left is towards that more vulgar, I have freedom of speech, so let me push that freedom of speech as far as I can. And once we accept that, the whole window shifts.
Yeah.
And then they try to push the window again, and we accept that, the window shifts again, until the point where our society is just filled with evil.
Oh yeah, and when you were talking about the Puerto Ricans, I haven't spent a lot of time, but in my neurological rehab, filled with veterans, 3 of them were Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Only one of them had issues like that, but it's also called disinhibition, and it's part of traumatic brain injuries.
Yeah.
And it's not acceptable. That's something someone has to learn again.
I think watching the halftime show gave people traumatic brain injuries this weekend. So we only got a few seconds left. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. We're going to come back to this next hour. The chamber will be on, and we'll have a great time hearing about what's going on in Artesia. God bless.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. 2 deadlines have passed, 10 days have elapsed, and still no sign of Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie.
The missing 84-year-old's daughter, Today Show host Savannah Guthrie on Instagram, pleading for her safe return.
We believe our mom is still out there.
Thanking well-wishers for their prayers.
God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place.
She says law enforcement is working tirelessly but wants the public to help as well.
We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Over the weekend, she said the family would pay a ransom. Also, investigators were inside daughter Annie Guthrie's home and searching a septic tank behind Nancy Guthrie's house in her Catalina Foothills neighborhood outside Tucson. I'm Julie Walker.
Shoppers throttled back their spending in December from the month prior, closing out the holiday shopping season and the year on a lackluster note. The Commerce Department report raises questions about shoppers' spending this year. They worry about a slowing job market, among other things. Congress is facing another Friday midnight deadline to agree on federal funding.
The government is funded through September except for one agency, the Department of Homeland Security. Lawmakers are back on Capitol Hill this week to figure out how to fund DHS, which has more than 250,000 employees. Democrats are demanding changes to how ICE enforces the nation's immigration laws. ICE already has funding thanks to a separate bill passed last year. This week, funding would dry up for FEMA, TSA, and the U.S. Coast Guard. Greg Clugston, Washington.
About 6,000 San Francisco public school teachers have gone on strike. It is the city's first teachers' walkout in almost 50 years. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 352 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Israeli military strikes have killed 3 people west of Gaza City, according to the hospital where the casualties arrived. Shefa Hospital reports the deaths amid the months-old ceasefire that has seen continued fighting. Israeli army says it's striking targets in response to Israeli troops coming under fire in Rafah, which it says is a violation of the ceasefire. The army says it's striking targets in a precise manner and will put out a full statement once the operation is finished. The massive fire in Hong Kong last November killed 168 people, has devastated the tight-knit community that lived in the now largely burnt-out apartment complex. Residents displaced by the blaze remain unsure whether they can visit what's left of their apartments or when they housing. Authorities blame substandard materials for the rapid spread of the fire, and the blaze is still under investigation. News and analysis, townhall.com. North Carolina Republican lawmakers are demanding a crime crackdown following a recent attacks on Charlotte's light rail line.
The August fatal stabbing of Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska and a December non-fatal stabbing on the same rail system fueling GOP critiques. Republican Representative Brendan Jones cited failures in criminal justice functions for Zarutska's death. Charlotte Mayor Vi Lyles and others have highlighted additional safety measures for the light rail, but Democrats on the committee accuse the panel of engaging in cynical partisan theater. Jason Walker reporting.
Lawmakers have tried to interview Ghislaine Maxwell, but the Jeffrey Epstein co-conspirator invoked her Fifth Amendment rights. Maxwell currently serving 20-year sentence at a federal prison camp. Townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
Welcome back, Artesia. Tuesday, February 10th, 8 o'clock hour. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. Hey, here in a little bit, the Chamber will be coming in. We'll talk to them a little bit about everything that's happening around the area. So I'm not real sure what to jump into to get here, but hey, I wanted to hit on this, and they'll probably talk a little bit about it as well. Election's underway. The city election is underway, and I want to encourage you. My guess is most of the people listening to this radio show are probably active in politics or active in our governance. You're most likely going to go vote. If you're not, take this as your command. Hey, go vote. Like we got to get people out. But here's one of the things that I think a lot of times happens with us in our society is because we've been told to shy away from politics and religion and everything else. A lot of people just don't ever. They might just go vote and that's it. They don't talk to anybody about it. But looking at past election numbers in city elections and stuff, it appears that this election could probably be decided by about 10 to 15% of the city, and I just don't see a reason for that. We need to get active. We need to get out there and be part of this process. Choose who your leaders are going to be. Get to know who they are, and we'll talk probably with the chamber here in the next little bit about what is about the February 19th town hall. But go out there and try to figure out what these people are doing. Almost every one of the people running have some kind of Facebook page or something where they're talking about what they're doing. There's a few of them out there that are knocking on doors. There's a few of them out there that are holding sit downs. They'll sit down and they'll talk to you and stuff. So I just encourage you, get involved in that, and then talk to your friends. Ask your neighbor. Ask the people you work with. Hey, are you going to go vote? And if they don't want to tell you who they're going to vote for, fine. It doesn't matter. But hey, are you going to go vote? And if they're like, I didn't even know, or I don't care, try to encourage people that, hey, look, we have to be involved in this, and we have to take an active role in choosing our leadership. It's important. We can't just brush this off and act as if it's not. So the event coming up is February 19th. So that's not this week, next week. So next week, we'll have a chance to sit down and talk to the mayoral candidates. Hey, what's your plan for Artesia? Where are we going as a city? What do you want to see happen? How are things going to... I just got horribly bad news. I don't get to see a dog today. No, the Adopt-A-Pet segment is canceled next hour. Man, I was looking forward. I was going to get the little dog treats out front and make sure I had one to get them up on the table today. All right, well, hey, let's go ahead and let's jump to our weather and a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll be talking to the chamber.
We're brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Little cold front dropping in, so we could get a few showers today, but rain chances are fairly low. We'll have some cloud cover, afternoon high in the mid-60s. Overnight, a shower possible till about midnight. We're in the upper 30s and low 40s, and then we're back to sunshine on Wednesday. Looks pretty nice, upper 60s. Warming up a little bit on Thursday with a mix of sun and clouds, mid-70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Hey Roswell, it's tax season, and your friends at Roswell Ford have an offer you're gonna love. We don't need your tax refund. Really? Correct. I'm not kidding. Don't wait for your tax refund. Right now, at Roswell Ford, you can buy a new Ford with zero down and no payments for 90 days. Still making payments on your current car, truck, or SUV? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth, so you can get massive savings on a great selection of new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles. Worried your credit is not getting any love? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if your credit is less than perfect. Roswell Ford makes buying a new or quality pre-owned vehicle fast, fun, and easy. So don't wait for your tax refund. Get huge American-made savings right now. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale, subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas, ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
If you want to install a new roof, you can do it the cheap way or you can do it the right way. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and one of our customers recently found this out the hard way. He was going to hire us to re-roof his roof, but he found someone to do the job for $2,000 cheaper. Half a year later, this customer called us to re-inspect his brand new roof. Turns out this contractor was not a contractor at all. He had no license and no insurance. The roof was installed incorrectly and never had been passed by the city inspector. We had to re-roof his brand new roof, tear off the shingles and start from scratch. It was the most expensive $2,000 anyone has ever saved. If you need a roof installed the right way, you can trust who your neighbors trust. You can trust Trustmark Roofing for no obligation to the penny quote on your roof transformation. Call 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
My name is Joseph Woody Wright. Artesia has been my home most of my adult life. I am running for City Council District 2 because I believe in serving this community the same way I've served my country, with integrity, preparation, and commitment. I'm running for City Council because Artesia deserves experienced leadership, thoughtful planning, and someone who knows how to build systems that work for our community. I'd be honored to earn your vote.
Artesia would like to encourage everyone to get out and vote during our local elections. Did you know only 20% of voters participated in our last mayoral election? We would love to see a higher turnout. Every voice matters and every vote counts. Election Day is March 3rd. Early voting is happening now until February 28th at City Hall. Whoever you plan on voting for, we encourage you to get out and vote.
Early voting is underway. Election Day is March 3rd. Let's do better than 20%, Artesia. Let's get out and vote.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. Hey, we're joined now by the illustrious Camley. There's an I in there, too, isn't there?
There is.
Italy.
Camley.
Camley.
Sound like my grandpa.
We're going to do it. Don't do that to me. I'm old, but I'm not that old. All right, so Jessica abandoned her, left her alone, and told her she had to do this all on her own.
All by myself.
All by herself.
She had other priorities that were more important.
What?
So
There's something
here
more
I am.
important than me?
I know.
What?
That's
Oh, my
exactly what I
God.
said.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
So, just us.
at least you got my back, you know?
Of course. I would never leave you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, how are things going?
Good. Yeah.
Let's just talk about you for a little bit, you know? Hey,
Oh, okay.
forget the whole chamber thing, you know? What is going on in Camely's life, you know? She's like,
All right. Yeah.
Like, I have no idea.
I spend a lot of time at the chamber.
That is Camely's life, is the chamber.
Yeah.
I remember early first jobs, and you pour yourself into it, and you're like, that's all I've got going on right now.
Right.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Did you go to the Mardi Gras thing?
I did.
I got invited to it like 2 hours before. Somebody's like, "Oh, I've got extra tickets." And we had a bunch of stuff going on, and we had to turn it down. I was so disappointed because it looked like it was a blast.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a good time.
You should have brought us pictures. We could have put up pictures
Oh.
with your mask on and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even have any good pictures. I was selling the necklaces, the beads.
The Mardi Gras beads?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So it was for a spa package.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. Did you win anything?
No, somebody
No.
bought me a couple beads, so I was in the game.
Yeah.
And
but-
then I was up front. I made it really far. Like
Oh,
I
yeah?
was
So
in
it was
like
like a
the
game,
top,
like an
the last
elimination
five.
type?
Yeah, so it's like heads or tails.
Oh.
And every like necklace you buy is a chance to win. So if you guess heads and they call tails, you have to take a necklace off.
Oh. And
Yeah.
then whoever's left with the most at the end.
Exactly. Whoever last man standing wins.
That's pretty cool. That
yeah,
sounds
it was
like a lot of fun.
It's really fun. But somebody bought me 2 beads, 2 necklaces, and I was selling them. So I felt kind of weird. And then I got up to the front, and I was like one of the last ones. And I was just doing really good. Like
Yeah.
I was guessing them every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so I'm
you
glad
know,
I didn't win. It would
I
have
think
looked
it's okay
bad.
for you to participate when it's not a drawing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's a talent game right there. You almost won the talent game, but
Almost, yeah.
somebody outdid you.
Yeah.
So
It was like-
how many beads did the winner buy? Like, did they have like 20 sets of beads?
I don't even remember how
No,
many they
okay.
had.
That's
but
funny. It'd be
some-
funny if somebody had one and they Now that'd be pretty impressive.
That's impressive. Yeah.
So,
no,
but
regardless, it was really fun.
Yeah, I saw a lot of pictures from that evening. It looked like everybody had a blast.
Yeah.
And it was a good fundraiser for Written in Red, which they do a lot of great stuff around town.
Yes, they do.
I'm really impressed with that organization and all they do for the city, for the people around here. So, well, you had a lot of fun at that. You got to, go party it up. And I don't want to jump into the next party you got to go to, because Jessica's not here. But I guess if she's not here, we'll just talk about it.
Well,
all right. So upcoming, we have the 100th anniversary. Did we determine whether birthday or her anniversary? I think we determined anniversary.
Yeah, birthday I think sounds like streamers.
Weird. Yeah.
Like party hats.
That'd be funny.
Kazoos.
Just make it like a little kid's birthday party.
Right, like every color of the rainbow, confetti,
yeah,
birthday cake.
So you guys got that coming up.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's right around
It's
the
right
bend.
around the corner.
So, yeah, Jessica and I are pretty focused on that right now. Leading
bet.
up, we've got our DECA student is awesome. So yesterday she helped us put together a bunch of stuff that we'd ordered. So yeah. We're killing it.
You got all your decorations ready. You got any help, or are you guys just two of you gonna pull it off?
Oh no, we got help. Yeah, we're gonna need help. Unfortunately, we don't each have 8 sets of arms.
Yeah,
so.
well, we should clone you guys and just give you a few clones to get all your work done.
That would be helpful. Yeah, but it's looking really good as far as registrations go. We're starting to get worried. Like, we don't have very many tickets left.
Oh, I was gonna say you didn't have many sold. Very many
no.
left.
Like by the
that's
time,
good, though.
Yeah, really good. But by the time we think of all of our, sponsors and stuff, we're like, there's not very many seats, individual seats. So we're trying to stay on top of that.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't overbook. But yeah.
Awesome.
So if you want your tickets, get them fast.
Get them fast.
So that we can start.
Okay.
Getting the seating arrangements put together and all the things. So
yeah.
So
coming up February 26th.
26th.
February 26th.
2026.
Yeah. Big 100th anniversary black tie event. Everybody's going to be dressed to the nines.
To the nines.
Yeah. I wonder where that comes from. I got to go look that up now. I don't know where.
Well, you know what else I always wonder about? It's like, where does what's the saying about a dime?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. A dime. Diming someone out?
No, like, what a dime? Or like.
It's like, I've got a vague memory of this colloquialism, but I can't figure out what it is right now.
I can't quite put my finger on it.
You'll probably think about it after the show's over. So
yeah.
So you guys, a few tickets left. So
yes.
People need to, if they want their tickets, you need to get in there and get them now.
Yes, definitely.
And, so that's on the 26th. What time we said it's starting?
5:30.
5:30.
I think yes.
Yeah.
5:30 to 6 is cocktail half hour.
Yeah, cocktail half hour. You're like, we don't want to give everybody an hour, because
Well, we wanted to give our speaker plenty of time. And we also are going to have a live auction with a couple of cool things.
Great.
So we're excited about that. So
awesome.
We don't want to take time away from the festivities, especially because it's a Thursday night. So we want to be out of there early enough so you can wake up and go to work on Friday.
Yeah, that's, work will always be there.
Right, yeah. I mean, it'll be there Monday too. So if you skip, no big deal.
Yeah. How many total centurions?
There are 13, I think.
13 organizations.
Yep. And about half of those are churches, as I'm sure you know. It's the first
leading the way.
Yeah.
First of everything.
Yep, exactly. Hey, so
I make sure we get special recognition being the first of the first.
Right.
That's great. And so, 13 organizations.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're
businesses,
hoping
churches.
Yeah. We've invited all of them kind of personally. We really want them to be there to celebrate all of that. And when we say centurions, we mean 100 or more, because we're only going to celebrate this once. So go big,
Yeah, exactly.
There's.
Won't you be here for the next one, the 200? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we're really pumped about that. We're hoping all of those businesses, organizations, as you said, can come and represent their...
Yeah, now it's funny because I think about it perspective-wise from the 21-year-old. Am I correct? 21?
22.
22? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to
Get it
don't
right.
want to short you a year.
No.
Because by the time you get to my age, you'll want that year back.
Right.
But, from your perspective, 100 years is 5 times of your lifetime.
Of my life, yeah.
For me, it's only 2 of mine.
Right.
So, I've been around for half of the 100, half of the 100 years this stuff's been happening. So
Yeah.
it's a really neat thing to see a town this size, small little town in the middle of nowhere, as people say.
Yeah.
100 years of a lot of traditions going on.
Think about all the technology. I'm reading this book by John Mark Comer in Bible study right now. But it's like popping up in everyday life. I can't stop thinking about it. But it's called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I have not.
But it's really great. And it kind of talks about how we perceive time now versus then. And I think about Artesia 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And, the chamber specifically, like who was running it? What did it look like? I couldn't, when the internet goes out, I'm like, I guess I'll just sit here and stare at my hands. Like there's nothing for me to do. Like I can't do anything without it.
Yeah,
it's so
think about it. 1926.
Mm-hmm.
There were less cars in this whole town than are on this street right here in front of us.
Right. Right. That is so insane.
Dirt roads and all of this. And what would be interesting, and it might be a little too late for you to figure, how many buildings in town are over 100 years old? That's kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when you go back out east, they kind of laugh at us, because 100 years, because there's buildings out there that are 200 and some odd years old, and you're like, okay, this is a little bit crazy. And then you go to Europe.
I was gonna say, being in Italy.
I stood in castles in Sevilla, Spain, that were there when Columbus left. Come find America. So it's a whole different.
And we're like,
it's about perspective.
100 years.
It's like like a little kid going, yeah, I made it to my 10th birthday.
Right. Yeah.
So, Jessica made it, but Jessica's, my producer is just chatting her ear off right now. So, when she gets in here, we'll jump into chamber chat and see what's going on. But I'm excited for the event. I hope everyone else is. It sounds like you got almost sold out of tickets. So, that's encouraging.
Yes, definitely. Give us a call or get online and get them.
Big fundraiser for you guys and a big celebration. Now, the question is, you can do this every year now?
The banquet?
Yeah, you can keep the banquet year after year now?
I think, yeah. Yep.
Gotta keep it going.
I think so. Yep.
All right.
It won't be the 100.
It won't be the 100th
year
celebration,
but
yes,
annual
banquet fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, it kind of serves as our annual meeting that invites all of our members. That's sort of the point in it all.
I gotcha.
Most chambers do that. I feel like in some years it could look different. But I'm excited to keep it up.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that. So the function of the chamber is not to throw parties.
Right.
But you guys do a good job at it. I'm going to tell you. You guys put on some really great events. But that's not your actual purpose.
No,
let's talk a little bit about the purpose of the chamber. What does a chamber do? And what are some of the reasons people should, if they've got a small business or something like that, why should they join the chamber?
Yeah. So our job really is to serve our members and to, create...
facilitate what they're doing, like build hype type stuff, get them business,
and just overall increase the economic
something
impact.
Another impact. She's looking for words, folks. Give her a second.
Really, whatever.
Promote local businesses.
Yes.
Get our economy, driven towards Main Street, right? That's one of the big things that's always a big deal. There's a national level chamber of commerce.
Yeah.
And, their whole point is to represent the small business owner, the Main Street America, and what people are doing in their towns and businesses rather than giant corporations.
Exactly. So that's kind of our mission, but in actual practical terms, what that looks like for us is advocacy. Number one, staying on top of, what's going on in legislation, both at a local level, state level, federal level, and how is it affecting our small businesses, the members who really need us. Another one would be obviously chamber chat, I think, is a big tool.
Communication.
Just generally helping advertise because we're 100 years old. I think that builds a lot of trust in a community. People know that what we say is, factual. So being able to help advertise any small business from our platform is beneficial. It creates networking opportunities, just being in the know, especially in a small, tight-knit community like this. If you're not in the loop, it can be hard to know who to talk to or what's going on or how to go about things. So I feel like we play a really big role in helping connect people.
And you guys offer services to your members as well, right? What are some, like, I know one of them, I actually am going to come, I need that mailing list again.
Yes, so that's one that people don't really know about is the mailing list.
It's like if you want to do mailers across town, they'll print out tons of sheets, like 400 and some odd.
We print out a set of labels.
Mailing labels. So if you want to mass mail everybody.
A complete list of our members. So right now I think we're at 411 active members.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy because you're like, if you look around Artesia, you're like, there's no way there are 400 businesses here. But there are.
There are.
Yeah, so that's one. We only do that once a year just in an effort to reduce the amount of mail that everybody gets.
You can't go to them every week and get it. But,
exactly. Another one, I know chamber chat seems small, but it actually goes out to over 850 addresses.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's
I don't know
impressive.
if you know a lot of statistics about email marketing, but we have a 45% open rate, which is pretty high.
So you can tell when someone opens it.
I can look at open rates, deliver rates, click rates. All the things.
Look at all that skills that you guys got going on there. So
all
right, well, let's go to our news break, and we'll come back. Hopefully, the other member of the chamber will come join us.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. 2 deadlines have come and gone. 10 days have elapsed, and still no sign of Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, still missing. Opening statements have been heard in a landmark trial in Los Angeles. Instagram parent Meta, Google's YouTube, are defending against claims that their platforms deliberately addict and harm youngsters. Congress is facing another Friday midnight deadline to agree on federal funding, or else we could see yet another partial government shutdown. About 6,000 San Francisco public school teachers have gone on strike. The city's first teachers walkout in close to 50 years. The educators demanding higher wages, less expensive health benefits. They also want more resources for students with special needs. More details, srnnews.com.
I'm Mateo Leporto. I was born and raised in the city of Champions. This community has helped shape my faith, my family, and my commitment to serve. I've served through our church, youth sports, food drives, and by simply showing up when help is needed. I'm Mateo Leporto. I was born and raised in the city of Champions. This community has helped shape my faith, my family, and my commitment to serve. I've served through our church, youth sports, food drives, and by simply showing up when help is needed. That is why I am running for City Council in District 3. When you go to vote, you must write in my name, Mateo Leporto. Early voting starts February 3rd to the 28th, and it would be an honor and privilege to serve this community and to represent you on City Council.
includes the delayed jobs report on Wednesday, a possible government shutdown on Friday, and also CPI inflation data on Friday as well. That's inflation paid in the stores, the gas stations, and for services. At the end of it all, the Dow was way above 50,000 still. NASDAQ, S&P in the green. Bitcoin lower for much of the day, but it closed hovering around 70,000. In fact, anything in the green on Monday for the Dow was a record, and so it was. Alphabet is offering a 100-year bond sale to raise funds. It's the first long-term offering in the tech sector since the late 1990s. Alphabet, the parent to Google and YouTube, is aiming to raise $20 billion in high-end dollar bonds, much more than the $15 billion Wall Street thought they would try for. The offering is also being done in other currencies like the pound sterling and the Swiss franc. So far, it's attracted well over $100 billion worth of interest. Eli Lilly is buying Orna Therapeutics of Massachusetts for $2.4 billion. It's a bet on the next generation of cell therapy. And stock in the Danish drug company Novo Nordisk jumped yesterday as it's suing Hims and Hers of California over a knockoff of the Wegovy weight loss drug, which has now been pulled from the shelves. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Now, time for another Otis Advisory.
What if inflation went to the doctor?
Help me, Doc. Look how big I've gotten, and I'm getting bigger. What do we do?
Inflation? You should have come to see me sooner,
the doc said.
You're getting too much cash in your diet, and now look at you. I'm seeing double digits. Somebody's been feeding the kitty. Where you put all that cash?
Well, said inflation, mainly it just goes in the mail right to your house. Hell, votes cost money, Doc. Or let's say you just hit town from south of the border and you want a new cell phone. Done. Just let inflation tote the note. See how easy this works?
Inflation continued.
I keep saying, get off me, I'm bloated. You know, like the girls in Queens say all the time. But the big guy just laughs and prints more. That Joey, he lets the dough rise twice. It's a sweet deal until you're down to your last Cadillac. Then they're all like, oh, blame it on inflation, like it's my fault. Hell, I'm just the swelling that comes up later. Look, what used to be a 16-ounce pack of sausage is now 12-ounce. That won't feed 5 hungry men and a big manly woman. Can't be done. I asked the big guy if he was gonna tap the oil reserves. Hey, you tapping that? Oh, hell yeah, he said.
This your Uncle Otis, a false and dangerous narrative, and I'll see you at the Peace March.
Weather is brought to you by Smith Paint Company, your home for Benjamin Moore paints, Hunter Douglas curtains, and so much more. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Stop by 1608 South Main in Roswell.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Little cold front dropping in, so we could get a few showers today, but rain chances are fairly low. We'll have some cloud cover, afternoon high in the mid-60s. Overnight, a shower possible till about midnight. We're in the upper 30s and low 40s, and then we're back to sunshine on Wednesday. Looks pretty nice, upper 60s. Warming up a little bit on Thursday with a mix of sun and clouds, mid-70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
The show's...
All right, welcome back. She's like, I'm going to whisper into the microphone. Yeah, the microphones hear you.
I don't have headphones in, so I forget.
So you hear it up there, and you're like, wait a minute. All right, welcome back, Artesia. We now have the other half of the chamber here, the boss lady.
Good morning.
Had super important business to take care of.
I did.
You know. Good.
My dog needed grooming.
Yeah.
No, for real. I was driving out to fairgrounds.
Super.
So it was a long drive, and I was behind a slow truck.
Oh, I know it. The traffic here is just horrendous, you know.
You know?
San Diego and the 8 have nothing on Artesia.
I know it. I know
and
it.
Fairgrounds.
No,
Road.
it was great. We have a couple chamber members out there.
Great.
And one of them grooms dogs, and
Yeah.
the other one is gearing up for 4th of July in Artesia. So it's getting some updates there. Can you believe it's already happening and already
4th
getting
of
planned?
July. I know it. There's a lot happening this year. It's going to be a big year.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Last year was a big year. What are you talking about?
2025 was nothing, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So we already talked about the
banquet.
The banquet in the
I
wall.
heard y'all
we got
did
that
so
covered.
great.
We got that one covered.
Yes.
So
And you've got your white tie.
I got my white tie.
All
It's
right.
ordered. It'll be here a few days before.
Great.
So I'm excited. So let's see what's coming up next. We got. I guess we
Women?
can talk. Women, go.
Today is Women for a Better Artesia
Women for
luncheon.
Better Artesia luncheon. Where?
Yes, Artesia Country Club.
Okay.
Yeah, so there is a little bit of a oh, my words.
A little bit of confusion, maybe?
No, there is an agenda.
There is
Let
an
me just-
agenda.
yep, I'm sorry. I had
okay.
to pull it up for 1 second. Okay, so they're going to do things a little bit early, just in case anyone needs to get registered to vote.
Yeah, great.
So they're going to be opening the doors at 11:30, a little bit early today.
Okay.
They'll have voter registration folks on hand, agents to, if you need to change an address, if you need to get registered in Artesia, say, you know, you're new to town or whatever, or if you just need to look up your information to see and make sure that it's all accurate and correct, then those folks will be there to help you do that, because what's today? The 10th. Okay, the 17th is, right? 17th is what they told you?
Yes.
The last day to
it,
get registered or change your update anything on your voter
It is.
information. So,
Yeah. So get your
come
registration done out
today
there.
if
Yep.
you're a woman and you would like to better Artesia with us.
Yeah.
Join us today. It'll be a great lunch. It's free.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to
I
start
wanna
a
make
little bit
some-
early because of that.
I want to make some joke about being sexist. Why can't I come? You know.
I know.
I know it's horrible.
So
Just
we
excluding us.
Wrong
This
crowd.
is how they joke about it. They say meaning there's a couple of people that call it better women for Artesia. So that's the
horrible,
joke.
horrible people.
I know.
I
Come
tell ya.
on.
Come on.
But 12 o'clock, we'll have everyone, as soon as you arrive, we'd like people to go ahead and get their food, just because it is a pretty packed agenda.
Okay.
So welcome and introductions. They'll have a little speech from United Way of Eddy County, which is the nonprofit spotlight that they do.
Yep.
They do a different nonprofit every quarter.
Yep.
And then, of course, the mayoral candidates will be there. There'll be a moderated discussion with them and some prizes at the end. So
Awesome.
we'll try to get you in and out of there as quick as possible. But that is today at Artesia Country Club in the small room, I believe.
Okay. So enter
Women
the main
for a Better
entrance.
Artesia.
Hang around.
Actually, the first Women for a Better Artesia luncheon I went to was last year's Valentine's one.
Look at
I
that.
know. Full circle.
Look at she's just look at all these milestones she's hitting.
I know.
Just adorable.
It's so great.
You know, one whole year.
Listen, if you're not celebrating the little things,
Hey, there you go.
Gotta celebrate
Come
the
on.
big things too.
there's no need to be miserable, you know.
So this is because did you start that? I didn't think you started that early last year. Did you?
I started January 23rd.
Okay, so you've already hit your 1 year anniversary on
I
year
did.
100.
Yep.
You know?
We played bunco that day.
Did you?
It's a great celebration.
It was great.
Oh man. Well, okay, so that's coming up today, and then what's next on the agenda after that?
There's
I
a
know we
lot
got
of things this
February
week.
19th.
Yeah, there's a bunch happening just this
Just this
weekend.
week, okay.
Yeah, Valentine's is in
You
the
won't
air.
find me because my Valentine is not here. You know.
There's a bingo night at West Main. I think.
Okay.
That's going to be really fun, like a
Yeah.
couples bingo deal.
Oh, okay.
I believe they have some.
Well, first, real
Go ahead.
quick, Ramey Gibbs and Barbara Britton are putting on a women's community.
Flourish, yeah.
Yes, Flourish, and that's at Kith and Kin. It got rescheduled a few times because of the weird weather. So it's happening today at 5:30.
At 5:30.
So
Okay.
if you can't make the lunch and you're still wanting some good networking with women,
Just
go to Flourish
It's
at
Women's Day.
Kith and
It's
Kin.
apparently Women's Day today.
That's
You
why I'm
know?
wearing pink.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says networking, friendship building, and personal development come
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
No, it'll be really
Cool.
cool. We're happy to have
Is there a fee?
them.
No, there's no
No
fee
fee
on
for
it.
that?
Yeah, they came on
Yeah.
the radio and talked a little bit about their
Cool.
organization and everything. So
Great.
that they're trying to build, and so yeah, they're going to start getting things going. So
Yeah.
Great.
all
And
right,
it's
so
at
the-
Kith and Kin.
Kith and Kin at 5:30 today.
Mm-hmm.
All
Cool.
right.
18 and up, it says.
Yeah.
Yes. I think really that's just, it's an adult
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it is. So, all right. So we got that, and then you said, I know I announced earlier today. There's Parents' Night Out this weekend at the Aquatic Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So go dump off your little kids and go have a night out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another one. We talked about this before, but on the 13th, which is Friday, right, is that couples night painting class at Kith and Kin with is it Cubism?
Yes.
Yes, Cubist-inspired collaborative art or portrait. So that'll be really cool and a fun thing to do for Valentine's Day.
But it's on Friday the 13th, though. Ugh.
You know.
Also, you could go to Lucky Duck.
Ah.
Get luck on Friday the 13th.
Get luck on Friday. Yeah.
Yes.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah. And then the bingo night, too, is that night. We didn't talk about that yet. So West Main Baptist is having bingo night. They are providing, it's a $40 per person or $300 for a whole table. And it says that, does it say something about childcare? I can't find that right now, but it's because I think childcare will be provided. So it's like for couples, but they'll have you can go drop your kiddos off too. So that'll be really cool. West Main, 5:30 to 8 on Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it
there's
looks like
plenty to keep you busy.
There's a hamburger fry too coming up this Friday. The 10th annual Basketball Boys is having their 6-man hamburger fry. 4 to 7, Pack the Pit night Friday. That's going to be really fun. $10 a plate. You get hamburger, drink, chips, and dessert.
All
Did
right.
they talk about that this morning? Were they on this morning? Basketball?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
talked all about that. Pack the pit.
Okay.
So everybody show up. So.
And come get a hamburger.
Yeah. All right. That's it. See you later. No, okay. All right. So that's just this week.
That's just this week.
Well, there's
Just
also a
this week.
Valentine's dinner and dance at the Elks Lodge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen
On
that
the
one.
14th, 7 p.m., $30 a plate, but only 50 plates are going to be sold.
Okay.
Yeah, so get there quick.
Right across.
It is. Tickets can be purchased at the lounge, or you can call 746-2551 if you don't have Valentine's plans. Dinner and dance.
Yeah.
That'll be
Awesome.
fun.
Yeah. And there's a father-daughter dance also sometime, but right?
I remember
Yeah, I feel
seeing
like.
that.
Oh, here it is.
recently,
It's
but-
not until February 27th.
Oh,
okay.
that's why. Okay.
There you go.
Yes. That one is. Who's putting that on?
I don't remember. I remember.
I don't know.
I think it's at the Bulldog Administration.
No,
at the
this one's at
country
the country
club.
club.
Oh, it's at the Country Club.
So it's
Okay.
$80 per couple, $40 for an additional child. So if you have 2 girls, you can bring them. Daddy-daughter dance, tickets required. And the deadline, that might be what you're thinking. Deadline to purchase is this Friday.
Oh, that is probably what
Okay.
I'm thinking.
And who do they
So-
buy those tickets from?
From Kim Escarino or Betty Garcia.
Okay.
Yep.
February 27th, 6 to 9:30. Doors open at 5:45. So fun. $80 a couple.
Isn't that cute? I know.
No.
Did you ever go to a daddy-daughter dance?
Nope.
Took my
Didn't
daughter
have a
one
dad.
when she was real little.
Oh.
We got pictures when she was real little. We went to one in California.
How
It was
fun.
at her school or it was something. It was something on base. I can't remember, but yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah. I don't know if I did Dress Blues for that one or not. I think I might have. So
Fun.
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's cool.
Before
if they
you were
had it. I
committed
was
to
gonna
the
say,
beard.
I never even heard of them till I was an
Oh,
adult.
I was committed to the beard, but they wouldn't allow me to grow one.
Right.
Oh, right.
You can't wear the
Right.
the blues.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So-
how fun! Yeah, there's so much going on. I mean, we could just keep going and going and going. I mean,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Where there's the women's conferences coming up. We have Clays and Cocktails at our Artesia Arts Council.
Yeah.
Of course, the Daddy-Daughter, the CVE annual meeting, our annual banquet. I feel like a lot of annual banquets are coming up.
A lot going on in
There's a lot
February.
of applications for scholarships that are open right now
Yes.
for kiddos if you need that. There's clay shoots. There's a teen Nerf war at the library.
That is going to be so exciting.
Cool.
That was really fun last year.
You're not a teen anymore.
Well, I know, but a girl can dream.
A girl can dream. I think it'll be gearing up to be a pretty busy year in Artesia. I encourage people, if you are not on Chamber Chat, get on Chamber Chat, because like we're literally sitting here and we could scroll for days on everything and talk about everything going on.
It's true, and we talk about this all the time. Communication in Artesia. What's going? Everybody says nothing's happening in Artesia. Nothing's going on in Artesia. I didn't know that was happening. Well, the chamber's the answer.
Yeah.
Chamber Chat will answer all those questions. And is there a spot on the website, like, say people don't want the email, like?
So there should be. There is.
There is.
But there's only 2 of us, and
Exactly.
it's a very time-consuming. Chamber Chat took me
a full day.
6 hours yesterday.
Wow.
To get Chamber Chat done.
To pull all that together and stick all that in there.
It
Yeah.
didn't help that I kept bugging her and going into her office.
No.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, of that 6 hours, how much of it was spent?
I know. Every time I walk in, I'm like, I'm sorry.
And if anybody thinks of anything that's like, oh, I want to help get this out, and y'all are members, or you think that company might be members, give us a call, or shoot me an email, Camely@artesiachamber.com.
What about nonprofit events? Do they have to be members in order to be in Chamber Chat? Okay, just wanted to check. Okay.
Yep, and we have special nonprofit pricing for nonprofits.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think there's a nonprofit here who's not a member. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's lots and lots
so
going
much.
on.
And we do have a calendar on our website.
And on the QR codes all over town. But it's really time-consuming to keep up with.
I'm telling you, I am. I like QR codes, and I dislike QR codes.
I get it.
Because everybody's switching to QR codes.
Well, absolutely, Artesia.com is really easy to remember if that's helpful.
Exactly. Everybody's switching to QR codes on their flyers and stuff. And they don't have hardly any information. There's like what if I don't know how to scan a QR code?
It's like if I'm on Facebook and the flyer has a QR code on it, I'm like,
how do you click it?
I can't scan a QR code on my phone. Give me the link.
You actually can.
No, there's sometimes you can't. I've tried. I've even gone in.
If it's like a PDF
and screenshot and still try to do it, and
it won't read it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There's sometimes you can and sometimes you can't.
I always have to open it on my computer, scan it with my phone, send it to my computer so that I can link it into Chamber Chat.
Yeah. It's a process.
That's a lot of back and forth.
Which is why it takes 6 hours. And she's not lying though. It really when I first started at the chamber and did Chamber Chat also.
So if you're out there making flyers, you're gonna put a QR code, great. But put the rest of the information.
Yes. Put the link out there as well.
Something.
Yes.
Clickable.
Yeah. So let's see. So we got all those events happening this month. Let's talk a little bit about my 2 big favorite events this year. 4th of July.
Okay.
And air races.
The air races.
Ooh, I love it.
Hopefully skydiving at both of those events.
Ooh, well, falling out of a perfectly good airplane.
There are no perfectly good airplanes.
Yeah.
Ask any aircraft mechanic.
Waiting for you to say that. I baited you. Yeah.
Pulled me into it.
Did it. So we are so excited. We're actually meeting today.
Yeah.
With some folks that are going to help us get a lot of that started and going. I think we've got a really good start. We started on 4th of July last year on the 5th, and we're really excited. We've got, and that's who I was talking to this morning, actually. Brad Knowlton has stepped up in our community to
Oh, that's right. He went to that deal for fireworks, huh?
Yep. He went last August.
So is he doing the show this year? Awesome.
So we're lucky to have him.
Oh my gosh.
You have no idea.
So Brad
well, no, that's huge.
It was huge. We took to the community, right? Because we didn't know what to do. Our fireworks crew that has come since Dean's days had decided to retire, step down. There's health, family things, whatever, right? And so they couldn't come. But the company that they worked for, J&M Displays, tried their best to find us another crew, and it was too late. It was last March, and it was just too late. And so therefore we had to do Plan B, and Plan B still couldn't even happen on the 4th because it was already booked up. It was already too late. And so we were able to give Artesia somewhat of a drone show, and it was great, even though it was double the price. I thought it was cool. Of course, there's mixed feelings about
there was
it, right?
mixed reviews. Let's put it that way.
So what we
Which
did
we
is
understand.
we,
It's
I
really
totally get
it's
that.
hard to replace fireworks.
It really is.
They can't.
Yeah.
I think drones are really cool. But again, we were literally left with there was nothing else.
It was either that
we
or
could
nothing.
Do.
Yeah. So we took to the streets and said, okay, we understand, we hear you, help us out. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we tried all of our resources and everything that we could do, and we had probably, 6 or 8 people, I think, that had called and said they were interested in going to this this training, and it happens once a year in August, and so it was literally right after the 4th of July. You had to go, and it's over. I'm going to get the state wrong, but I feel like it's Alabama, Georgia, somewhere over there. Well, so we all of a sudden got a text message, phone call that says, "Hey, I just graduated. I'm here right now, and I'm doing my first show tonight." And we're like, "What?" And it was Brad, and we were like, "This is so cool." So he just did it.
He just stepped up.
And that is really cool because since then you have to have a certain amount of shows under your belt in order to do a solo show.
Yeah.
And so I think he's got that ready to go. He's rocking and rolling. He was able to do some over the summertime for weddings and things like that, New Year's Eve stuff, and he's been going all over the country, guys. Like,
awesome.
He's all in, and we're so excited that he has stepped up to do this for us, and so he is now working with our other company, J&M Displays.
Yeah.
And so we're able to still get fireworks through them.
Got it.
And then he's going to be our crew, so to speak, and he's building his crew.
Fireworks Meister.
Yep.
There we go.
Fireworks Meister.
It's really actually way more complicated than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
It was. Like,
Yes.
It's crazy.
yeah.
So
But we're
pumped.
so thankful to have someone local again.
Yeah.
And hopefully that, we're, and of course with this milestone year, we are looking to go really, really big. So not only are we looking at already signing contracts, which is early. Typically we don't sign those until March or April with the fireworks people. So we're working on that right now. And
and I'm excited that it's on a Saturday because
It's on a
it's
Saturday.
cool when it's on a Saturday. It's like the whole day is just 4th of July stuff
fun.
all
Lots
day
of fun
long, and
all
so-
day long. Yeah.
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 So
It'll be
okay.
great.
We'll be getting more information pushed out shortly, but for now, that's what we've been really focusing on is the fireworks show and making sure it's a good one for Artesia this year.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much. Have a great
Absolutely.
day, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
God bless.
At our credit union, we take a team approach to finances. You see, unlike other financial institutions, here you're a member owner, not a customer. And because we're not for profit, we usually have better rates and fewer service charges. Call or come by to check out the Credit Union Advantage. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA. There is a difference.
I'm Morgan Wagner, and Artesia is my home. My wife and I are proud to raise our family here, and I believe giving back starts with listening, serving, and showing up for our neighbors. I believe a strong Artesia means supporting local jobs, encouraging responsible economic growth, and creating opportunities where families can thrive. As your City Council representative, I will focus on economic development, public safety, and making decisions that put our families and community first. City government works best when it listens, stays accountable, and serves the people it represents. I'm Morgan Wagner, and I'd be honored to represent you.
Morgan Wagner for Artesia City Council, District 4. Council, District 4.
Out here, when a truck's down, the work stops. That's why Tailgate Nation doesn't end with the sale. At Carlsbad Chevrolet, our service department keeps your truck ready for early mornings, long shifts, and the road home. Factory-trained techs, genuine Chevy parts, service built for people who depend on their trucks. This is Tailgate Nation, Carlsbad Chevrolet Service Department, built to keep you moving.
Unlock the power of effective financial control with First American Bank's wide range of products to help you manage the inflow and the outflow of your cash while gaining efficiency and maximizing profitability. Plus, with robust security measures available through our treasury management products, you'll have greater peace of mind knowing you have taken steps to protect your money. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Member FDIC.
You've got questions about college? Eastern New Mexico University has the answers. Join us Saturday, March 21st for the Spring Open House in Portales. It's your chance to meet faculty, talk to current students, and learn more about financial aid, housing, and more. We'll have plenty of awesome door prizes, including several $500 scholarships. Don't just leave with a pamphlet, leave with a plan. Come experience ENMU in Portales. Register now at enmu.edu/open house or call 575-562-2178.
When you need tough, reliable equipment that gets the job done right, turn to your local Kubota experts. Amigo Machinery in Roswell is proud to be your hometown Kubota dealer, offering a full line of tractors, mowers, and construction equipment, plus genuine parts and expert service and advice. Locally owned and operated, and here for you. Stop by Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell, or call us at 575-624-2026. Amigo Machinery, your trusted local Kubota dealer for all of Southeast New Mexico.
Hey Artesia, gear up in style at Bulldog Outfitters, your one-stop shop for all things Bulldogs. Under new ownership, Bulldog Outfitters has got you covered. Show your Artesia pride with gear that stands out, from t-shirts to hats and everything in between. Our team can make your ideas come to life. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4:30 at 1409 West Main in Artesia. Custom orders? Call 575-736-4951. Bulldog Outfitters. Shop local, support local, and let's go Bulldogs.
Join us at the Artesia Chamber of Commerce Banquet, celebrating 100 years on Thursday, February 26, 2026 at the Artesia Country Club. Cocktail hour begins at 5:30 with the official program and dinner service starting at 6. We'll celebrate our Absolutely Artesia Series award winners, recognize our fellow Centurions, and hear from keynote speaker and author Walter Nussbaum. The evening will wrap up with an auction to further support Chamber efforts. Tickets and sponsorships are available now. Stop by the Chamber at 107 North 1st Street, call 575-746-2744, or purchase online at artesiachamber.com.
She and her siblings are at an hour of desperation. 10 days and a couple of deadlines have passed, and the mother of the Today Show co-host is still missing. The status of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie is unknown as her family appeals to the public to come forward with any shred of information that might help law enforcement. Family members say they are willing to meet a ransom demand, but we know of no contact with the kidnappers. The Justice Department is allowing members of Congress to review unredacted files relating to the activities of the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
In a letter to lawmakers, the DOJ said members will have access to the more than 3 million files released by the department. To access the files, lawmakers will need to give the administration 24 hours notice, and they will be able to review the files on computers at the Department of Justice. Only lawmakers, not their staff, will have access to the files. President Trump wants to move on from the issue, but many questions remain about Epstein and his connections. Greg Clugston, Washington.
All is far from well, and conditions are worsening in communist Cuba, where authorities warn airlines they may not be able to refuel on the island.
This is part of energy rationing as the Trump administration cuts Cuba off from its fuel sources. The shortage stems from U.S. political pressures severing Cuba's access to oil from Venezuela and Mexico. Shorter flights may not be affected, but long-haul routes face challenges. The energy crisis has led to reduced bank hours, suspended cultural events, and halted public transport. U.S. sanctions have long impacted Cuba, but recent measures have intensified the situation. Keith Peters, Washington.
The Dow rising further into record territory. The blue chip index is up 227 points. The NASDAQ ahead 18. Townhall.com.
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher. A lot of us are thinking about taxes, home projects we've been putting off, ways to get ahead financially in 2026. Now's the perfect time to talk to my friends at Fellowship Home Loans. If you want to lower your mortgage payment, they can help you refinance. If you need access to cash for home improvements or to wipe out high-interest debt, their fixed-rate line of credit is one of the best tools out there. Fast approval, predictable rate, and flexibility to use your home's equity wisely. Remember, many people still qualify to skip their next 2 mortgage payments. Imagine starting big projects or paying down debt with 2 months of breathing room. My family and I have used Fellowship personally. I trust these guys. Take control of 2026. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. or call 800-510-MIKE. That's 800-510-6453. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
President Trump is threatening to block the opening of a multi-billion-dollar bridge linking Canada and the United States. Mr. Trump suggests the U.S. should assume ownership of half of the span.
In a lengthy social media post, Mr. Trump accused Canada of taking advantage of America. The bridge, which will connect Ontario and Michigan, has been entirely funded by the Canadian government. But Mr. Trump said he wouldn't allow it to open until, in his words, the U.S. had been fully compensated for everything Washington had given to Canada. It isn't clear what that means. The president criticized a range of Canadian trading practices as well as Prime Minister Mark Carney's recent trip to Beijing. Mr. Trump again warned him against finalizing a trade deal with China.
That's a BBC's Gabrielle Sangaleta. Iranian security official Ali Laranjani is traveling to Oman, country currently mediating talks between Tehran and the U.S. over Iran's nuclear program. Townhall.com. Charges have been filed in the death of a Massachusetts police recruit.
A supervisor and 3 instructors with a Massachusetts State Police Tactical Unit have been indicted in connection with the death of a recruit following a boxing match during training. Enrique Delgado Garcia died at a hospital in 2024 after becoming unresponsive during a defensive tactics exercise. The charges include causing serious bodily injury and involuntary manslaughter. Delgado Garcia was 25 years old. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
16-year-old student was shot and wounded in a high school in the Washington suburb of Rockville, Maryland. The victim, last described as being hospitalized in stable condition. A suspect, another student, is in custody. Police in Rockville say they're still searching for the gun used in the attack, and investigators say the motive remains unclear. More on these stories, townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. It's the 9 o'clock hour on February 10th. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. We were supposed to have Adopt-A-Pet come in, but apparently they couldn't make it in today, so unfortunately we won't get to see any dogs. But I got a better replacement. I got a Jeff. Adopt a Jeff. Adopt a Jeff. That's this segment.
I don't think that anyone could afford the adoption rates.
Oh, all right. So I just got some news. We need that little. I need a button that does that little breaking news. Let's see. Oh man, stupid pop-ups. Representative Randy Fine from the great state of Florida is demanding federal punishment of the NFL and the NBC after what he called an explicit and unlawful Super Bowl halftime show. So him and a bunch of congressmen have got together.
They agreed with that? I guess, were they listening to the show?
They were. Switch microphones. That one's still real distance and something's strange with it. So, yes, apparently they were listening to the show and they like, hey, that's Scott and Jeff. They've got a great point. We need to listen to those guys.
Thank you for taking control of what we.
We asked the question: who can make a complaint about this?
And they answered.
They did. Congressman Randy Fine on X. You can't say the F word on live TV. Bad Bunny's disgusting halftime show was illegal. Had he said these lyrics and all the other disgusting and pornographic filth in English on live TV, the broadcast would have been pulled down and the fines would have been enormous. We are sending at Brendan Carr, which is head of the FCC, a letter calling for dramatic action, including fines and broadcast license reviews against the NFL and NBC and Bad Bunny himself. So, hey, play stupid games, win stupid prizes is what I'm going to say.
So, is Jay-Z going to be involved in that also?
I guess,
they're the ones who...
Well, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I look at it and go, well, if the NFL and the NBC were stupid enough to hire him and allow him to do this, they're the authority there.
Right.
They
gave him the production authority.
Yeah, they said so, the buck stops there. So I'll be interested to see. Just be one more uproar for the year. What did I say at the beginning of the year? This is going to be a year of controversies.
Yeah.
That's what we're going through, is just a year of one controversy after another, one big deal after another, in order to kind of just cloud, reality. I think it's...
This might be... he might think of it as a good thing, though, if it can take out some of the upcoming press and things about Jay-Z and the Epstein files.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, let's look over here. Let's not show what we're doing.
But that's just... We talked a little bit about the Overton window in our segment back in the 7 o'clock hour. This idea that we just keep shifting the Overton window of what's acceptable in public life. And... now that the I haven't sat down and looked at any of the Epstein files. I see the little snippets that go by. I don't have time to sit and read all that. I know there's a lot of disgusting filth. I mean, there's no better word for it, than satanic in my mind. It's evil, and it's been going on for so long. I kind of tend to believe the rumors, I guess, I don't know what's not theory, conspiracy, I guess, if you want to call it, that Epstein was somehow an agent of Mossad or something. So he was working for somebody that, and his entire purpose was to get dirt on all these people to get them to do what he wanted. What these other entities wanted.
A lot. Whenever I was going on that same thought process and looking into the different governments that he had influence or control with all of this. And my thought was, who did Epstein answer to?
Yeah.
Who was that?
I've heard France, and I've heard Israel. I've heard, it's all, I think it's all intertwined.
Yeah.
I don't know that in our lifetimes we'll ever know the real answers on this.
Right.
And here's my stance. So if you're out there and you think I'm one-sided on this, on everything, you're just Republican, everything. Show me the names, show me the proof,
right?
And I'll be the first one to call. Hey, for their heads on a platter, man. Like, get rid of these perverts and disgusting human beings. I don't care what, it's like this. And so I'll relate it to this. This is something you might be interested in. Do I believe that any one of those people that were involved in all that can repent and be forgiven by Christ? Absolutely. But it's like this in a church scandal. You see these a lot. A pastor falls into sexual sin is probably one of the most common. Even if he he repents of that and turns from that and everything else, he's still disqualified from leadership for the rest of his life.
Correct.
Because he's fallen out of the requirements to be a leader within a church. I think the same thing should be true in public life. My first thing is in uncovering all this and exposing all of this sin that is wrapped up in this Epstein debacle. My thing is, if we identify someone within our circle or within any circle, they need to be disqualified from leadership of our nation. There should be a moral standard for how you lead in this nation. And if you don't meet that moral standard, but that, the window was shifting, I think, well before either one of us are cognizant of what's going on in public life. But from our perspective, the Gen X and on type perspective, that window began to shift in the 90s. With Bill Clinton, it was just like, well, what he does in private is his private affair, and then that just grew and grew and grew, and then you can you're like, well, he has perversions, but he keeps them private. We'll just let him keep them private. Well, now your perversions can be broadcast during the most watched television show in America. That's the Overton window shift that I'm talking about. Is who are we to question what someone does privately? Well, it's not going to stay private long. We're going to normalize perversion within the nation, and we have. We're at a point where the nation needs to be called to great repentance.
Right.
And the first act of repentance, if you look throughout the story of the Israelites, is to call the leadership to repentance. Get rid of bad leaders.
Yeah.
And actually, let me change that from not bad leaders, immoral leaders. Immorality in one's personal life creeps in because it tells you something about their decision-making process. And so that's where we're setting Now, on the other hand, a person in the past has been horribly immoral, and they repent and they turn from that and they come to Christ after that. Well, now they're made a new creature. We have to look at that differently because they were in their past sin. But if you're doing this in this act of while you're in leadership, while you're professing, especially if you're professing to be a Christian in that time, there's severe consequences for that. So go ahead.
It kind of has also made me think of a song that's about drug addiction.
Yeah.
But it's I used to do a little, but a little wouldn't do it, so a little got more and more. Just kept trying to get a little better than before.
Yeah.
It's that pushing the envelope of, okay, we got away from this a little bit further. Let's go until it's just
until it's all consuming.
Full-blown drug addicts on the streets shooting up. Oh, yeah, we're already there.
Yeah. When I say, and I was reading through a few other posts and stuff about what's going on. Kid Rock performed Ba Wada, I can't ever say Ba Wada Ba, whatever that song is. That was an appropriate song to be played at that event.
Right.
If I was working on the set list, I'm like, you're gonna sing that, dude. That's not what we're here. So yeah, it's a pumped up song. It's exciting. But no, because it's a perverted song.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't have been played. So I just found that out. Like I said, I didn't watch either one of the shows.
I did watch the TPS USA.
I think I was watching the back of my eyelids by the point. I don't know, but unfortunately they put the Super Bowl on the Sabbath. I don't know what their problem is. So they put it on the Lord's Day. I'm too busy on that day to watch it. So
yeah, that's.
But
well, and I was going to say something about the Kid Rock, and he had said a few weeks ago he's going to come out Kid Rock just like you've always heard him.
Yeah.
But he said then I'm going to do something special of where my life is now.
Yeah. I saw his actually for the first time saw his real name just the other day, and I was like, oh, I had no idea that was that guy's name. I can't even remember. It was Robbie something, but
Richie.
Huh?
That was Richie something.
Something maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
something like that. But anyhow, like, and I guess maybe that's a picture. But like I said, had it been me in charge of that, I'd like, no, don't sing that song. You need to get that out of your repertoire. You need to, if you've moved beyond that, then move beyond it. Don't quit. Don't keep holding on to it. So, anyhow, I saw that and I thought, oh, Jeff's got to hear this. So they are going to the leadership. And I don't know Randy Fine, from the Man on the Moon. He
sounds fine to me.
But at least in this one thing, I think he's doing the right thing.
Oh yeah.
So, and I'm glad to see it. No, of course, it's going to be twisted. It's going to be framed completely different by
he's going to be called a racist.
Left-leaning media. He's going to be racist. He's going to be bigoted. He's going to be whatever epithet you can throw at someone, because he just hates. Other cultures, and all of that stuff. Don't buy it.
Right. He's not open-minded enough to be accepting of guys grinding on each other.
Oh, gosh, dude. Why did you have to say it out loud?
Because that's the reality of it.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
So wrong. It's interesting. And I'm thinking about what's going to come at this guy. If he hasn't already been under attack, I'm sure he is just for being a Republican. But I think of, so in the book of Nehemiah, in chapter 5, maybe it's chapter 6. I always lose my place. I'm preaching through that book right now. The leader Nehemiah is building the wall, right? Mm-hmm. And the people around him hate the fact that he's building the wall, right? And so they just start coming at him with everything. It's either 5 or 6. The entire chapter is about how they started to attack Nehemiah. They tried to attack the people. They got the people all disorganized and everything, attacking each other, and then they come after him. And I love the way he handles it. They just send him letter after letter, going, oh, man, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about what you're doing. This is not good. We need to talk to you. You need to come down. And he knew they were trying to kill him, right? And he's like, I'm busy about the Lord's work. I don't got time for you.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that's stop paying credence to liars and people trying to misrepresent you and trying to attack you when you're doing the Lord's work, man.
Yeah.
I don't have time to listen to you. I owe you nothing. To all my critics out there, I owe you nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not going to sit and listen to you. In the fact that you're bringing false claims against me, false nonsense against me, because that's one of the first thing you do is send back a letter and goes, everything you said is a lie. I'm moving on. I don't have time for this. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. When people are lying about you, when people are saying untrue things but we've come to a society where, well, if someone lies about you and says that you're a racist, then you got to prove you're not. No, I don't.
Right.
I don't have to prove that to you. It's a lie. That's my proof. All right, I'm moving on. I got other things to do. I've got real work to do. So, well, we'll see. Now we got a story to follow. I want to see what the FCC does with this, because I hadn't even thought of it until you brought it up this morning. I was like, oh, I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah,
that's a thing. Like you can't say that stuff on family program. You can't say it on the 3 major networks. They can get away with some of it on cable. I don't remember how all that works, but yeah. So, all right.
Although one thing that I did see that happened was the bunny's social media all was deleted. He deleted everything after the Super Bowl. There was I saw is no photo, no post, but still has 57 million subscribers.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're going to go commercial break, and we'll come back with Aaron.
Did you know Artesia Ford now offers mobile service? That's right, we come to you. From fluid and air filter changes, battery and wiper replacements, to diagnostic scans and software updates, Artesia Ford's mobile service makes light maintenance easy and convenient. Call Stephen Chavarria, your mobile service manager today, 575-746-3578 to schedule your visit. Limited services and distances apply, so don't wait. Get service on the go with Artesia Ford.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Little cold front dropping in, so we could get a few showers today, but rain chances are fairly low. We'll have some cloud cover, afternoon high in the mid-60s. Overnight, a shower possible till about midnight. We're in the upper 30s and low 40s, and then we're back to sunshine on Wednesday. Looks pretty nice, upper 60s. Warming up a little bit on Thursday with a mix of sun and clouds, mid-70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
My name is Terry Todd. Artesia's been my home since 1982. My wife Donna and I raised our family here, and now we're proud grandparents. This community means everything to us. For over 40 years, I've served in law enforcement from New Mexico State Police to leading one of the nation's largest federal training centers here in Artesia. As mayor, I'll focus on transparent budgeting, local jobs, and keeping our community safe, while preserving the hometown pride that makes Artesia special. I'll be honored to serve you.
And Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Incredible.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Hey Roswell, it's tax season, and your friends at Roswell Ford have an offer you're gonna love. We don't need your tax refund. Really? Correct. I'm not kidding. Don't wait for your tax refund. Right now, at Roswell Ford, you can buy a new Ford with zero down and no payments for 90 days. Still making payments on your current car, truck, or SUV? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you released, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth, so you can get massive savings on a great selection of new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles. Worried your credit is not getting any love? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if your credit is less than perfect. Roswell Ford makes buying a new or quality pre-owned vehicle fast, fun, and easy. So don't wait for your tax refund. Get huge American-made savings right now. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale, subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
I'm Sandra Borges with Women for Better Artesia.
And I'm Jessica Bolema, Executive Director of Artesia Chamber of Commerce.
When people think about voting, they often focus on national elections.
But local elections like mayor and city council have the most direct impact on your everyday life. And it's so important that we vote.
City councilors and the mayor make decisions about roads, water, public safety, parks, and how city funds are spent.
They help shape economic development, support local businesses, and they plan for the future growth of Artesia.
When you vote locally, you're choosing leaders who represent your values and your priorities.
And because local elections often have a lower turnout, every single vote truly matters.
Voting is your voice. It's how you help guide the direction of our community.
We encourage you to get informed, make a plan to vote, remind your friends and families to do the same.
Strong communities start with participation.
And it starts right here in Artesia.
By the
Welcome back, Artesia. Hey, we're now joined by the fiscal guru of Artesia, Mr. Aaron Irving. How are you doing, man?
I'm well. How about you?
I know a few other fiscal gurus in town are going to be upset if I give only you that title, but you're the only one that comes on my show. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah.
So, how are things, my friend?
Going well. Going well.
Good, man. So, our topic of discussion today is: did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did not.
Good. That's the answer. That's the simple solution to all of this.
Yes.
Quit watching all that nonsense. Just don't waste your time.
I don't need woke stuff crammed down my throat. And when woke stuff gets crammed, it goes away from me.
Yeah, they're like, which halftime show did you watch? Neither, because half of what? What halftime?
Right.
That's the simple solution to all of it, man. So, all right, dude. Well, hit us with a joke.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you, I've got a really long joke.
Whoa, yeah.
If you've got time, or I've got the elderly lady and her grandson, whichever you like.
All right, let's do the long joke.
Okay. All right, this is in honor of our legislature being in Santa Fe raising our taxes.
There you go.
Okay, suppose that every day 10 men go out for a drink and the bill for all 10 comes to $100. One, that's a cheap place to get a soda, but if they paid their bill the way that we pay our taxes, it would go something like this. The first 4 men, the poorest, would pay nothing. The 5th would pay $1. The 6th would pay $3. The 7th would pay $7. The 8th, $12. The 9th, $18. And the 10th man, the richest, would pay $59 every day for those drinks. So that's what they decided to do. The 10 men drank together every day and seemed quite happy with the arrangement until one day the owner threw him a curveball. Since you're all such good customers, he said, I'm going to reduce the cost of your daily drinks by $20. Drinks for the 10 men would now cost just $80. The group still wanted to pay their bill the way we pay our taxes. So the first 4 men were unaffected. They would still drink for free. But what about the other 6 men, the paying customers? How would they divide the $20 windfall so everyone would get his fair share? They realized that $20 divided by 6 is $3.33. But if they subtracted that from everybody's share, the 5th man and the 6th man would each end up being paid to drink his drink. The bar owner suggested it would be fair to reduce each man's bill by a higher percentage the poorer he was, to follow the principle of the tax system they've been using, and he proceeded to work out the amounts he suggested each should now pay. So the 5th man, like the first 4, now paid nothing, 100% saving. The 6th now paid $2 instead of $3. The 7th paid $5 instead of $7. The 8th now paid $9 instead of $12, a 25% savings. The 9th now paid $14 instead of $18, a 22% savings. And the 10th now paid $49 instead of $59, a 16% savings. Each of the 6 was better off than before, and the first 4 continued to drink for free. But once on the outside, the men began to compare their savings. I only got $1 out of the $20 saving, declared the 6th man. He pointed to the 10th man, but he got $10. Yeah, that's right, exclaimed the 5th man. I only saved $1 too. It's unfair. He got 10 times more benefit than me. That's true, shouted the 7th man. Why should he get $10 back when I only got $2? The wealthy get all the breaks. Wait a minute, yelled the first 4 men in unison. We didn't get anything at all. This new tax system exploits the poor. The 9 men surrounded the 10th man and beat him up. The next night, the 10th man didn't show up for drinks, so the 9 sat down and had their drinks without him. But when it came time to pay the bill, they discovered something very important. They didn't have enough money between all of them to pay even half of the bill. And that, boys and girls, journalists and Democrats, is how our tax system works. The people who already pay the highest taxes will naturally get the most benefit from a tax reduction. Tax them too much, attack them for being wealthy, and they may just not show up anymore.
Yep, there it is. Ayn Rand all the way through.
Yep.
That's what California's finding out.
Yeah.
You know, through and through. And it's, I don't know if it's a math literacy issue,
Probably.
I don't know if, just Marxist ideology has taken so much of a full hold on our society that people just can't grasp that. To me and you, those numbers, well, that makes sense. Well, to start, everybody should just pay for their own drinks. Let's just go back. Everybody pay for their own drinks, what they consume.
If you can't afford to have drinks every night, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah, so that's a good pitch for consumption tax over income tax right there. So, all right, man. Well, go ahead and give us our market report and let's see what's happening over there.
All right. This is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your mid-morning stock market report for Tuesday, February the 10th. Stocks are higher this morning with the Dow Jones Industrial Average hitting another all-time high as investors move into software stocks and more value-oriented areas of the market. The 30-stock Dow rose 0.5%, receiving a boost from entertainment name Disney, as well as financial stocks American Express and Goldman Sachs. The index scored its third consecutive intraday record earlier today, a move that comes after it surpassed the 50,000 level for the first time ever last week. The S&P 500 traded up 0.1% along with the NASDAQ composite. The broader market was supported by gains in the software space, a group that led the market sell-off last week. Datadog and ServiceNow bounced 15% and 4% respectively, while Unity shares jumped 5% after being upgraded to outperform from perform at Oppenheimer, which forecasts accelerating revenue and margin expansion for the company this year. Microsoft rose 2%, aiding the Dow's outperformance. However, shares of retailers Costco and Walmart fell roughly 1%. The latest retail sales report showed that consumer spending in December was flat, missing the 0.4% monthly gain economists polled by Dow Jones were expecting. The figure comes after a 0.6% increase recorded in November. Investors are awaiting the big jobs report on Wednesday and the consumer price index due out on Friday. Wall Street is coming off of a second straight day of gains, and the Dow in particular notched fresh highs on intraday and closing basis yesterday. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is 198 points higher at 50,334. The S&P 500 is up 1 point at 6,966. And the NASDAQ composite has moved lower by 22 points to 23,218. West Texas Intermediate crude is down 35 cents a barrel at $64 and a penny. Stocks of local interest, HF Sinclair is down 75 cents a share at $57.45. Walmart is $2.16 lower at $126.87 a share. Xcel Energy is up 70 cents a share at $77.13. And Duke Energy is $1.14 higher at $122.86 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley & Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oiwealth.com or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA, the SIPC.
All right, man. So I got interrupted during that. Market doing all right?
Market's doing all right.
It didn't crash?
Didn't crash.
Ah, okay. All right.
Dow's at a record high, over 50,000.
I saw that. There was an article I actually meant to pull up and read this morning. I saw an article yesterday, something about the fact that it's about to hit it's hitting the highest point it ever has, and that there could be some effects to the economy because of that, or
it's the fact that it hit 50,000. There's not any technical thing really. It's a new high, which is on a technical positive, and so we've never been that high before. But it's an emotional thing. 50,000, cool. We look at how quickly that happened in general. I think it was.
There's an experiment I'd like to run. I got to go soon. I'd be curious to look at that $50,000 high, adjusted for inflation throughout the years. Is it really a high? I mean, it's a high number. But as a percentage of GDP and all of that, is it just because of inflation, or is it because there's actually wealth being built? That's my concern. Is wealth being built?
Yeah, it's significantly outpaced inflation over the years.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. I feel better now, man. I know. Jeff popped in and he was just talking about the effects already of Mamdani being mayor of New York and what's happening in that city already. You know, just
my wife has been there the last week, and so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's been climbing over bags of trash to walk down the streets. That's what it looks like on the internet.
Yeah, that's a normal thing at night in New York. They all take their trash to the sidewalk, but she did go to Chinatown. Like, she hadn't been to Chinatown in a long time, and the choir students wanted to go see what Chinatown was like. Chinatown is a lot of black and yellow snow there. It's not a place you want to go.
No, it's turning into the new San Francisco.
Beyond.
Yeah. You're going to have that turd tracker app, you know.
Right.
So, oh my gosh, dude. It boggles the mind how so ingrained some people can be into this mindset that even when it gets horrid, they don't wake up.
Yeah. And the answer is to spend more money. The government will fix it, even though the government caused it in the first place.
Yeah. I don't think myself that wise, you know, there's some wise, you know, prophet of a man, but I can't grasp how people can't see the degrading quality of life and degrading culture that we live in right now and not think we've got to do something about this.
Yeah, it's scary. And of course, listening to the legislature up north is scary.
Oh, goodness gracious, man. I could go on about SB 17, SB 9, all of them that, I mean, they're on a freight train move to destroy everything they can before she leaves office. I think they're actually scared that there's going to be a Republican governor. I think that's really what they're worried about. And so they're just pushing anything and everything they can through in order to, cement their ideology into our laws.
Right. Yeah, the one bill that could be useful, that limiting the malpractice, capping malpractice claims, that one appears stuck in
it'll die
process.
I think it'll die in committee. Yeah, it will. All right, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, and we will. We'll see you Tuesday. I'll see you Thursday.
All right. Have a great day.
All right, man. God bless.
God bless you too.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Savannah Guthrie says that she and her siblings are at an hour of desperation. 10 days have passed, and the mother of the Today Show co-host still missing. The status of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie is unknown, and her family is appealing for the public to come forward with any shred of information that might be helpful to law enforcement personnel. The Justice Department is allowing members of Congress to review unredacted files relating to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. All is far from well, and conditions are getting worse in communist Cuba, where authorities are warning airlines that they may not be able to refuel on the island. The Trump administration has moved to cut off exports to Cuba. That includes oil exports from Venezuela. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 273 points. More details, srnnews.com.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. Big victory for the Carlsbad Cavemen boys basketball team back on Friday night. An overtime win over the Hobbs Eagles. That was a final score of 52-46. Shane Sullivan kicked off the overtime scoring for Carlsbad with the three, and the Cavemen went on from there. They actually led 29-21 at half before Hobbs staged a comeback to force an extra period. So Carlsbad is 16-6 overall, 3-0 in district play, and they will be playing at Clovis tonight, this afternoon at 5:30. Meanwhile, Artesia is 17-5, 2-1 in district after defeating Goddard 56-48 on Friday. The Bulldogs will be at Lovington tonight at 7 o'clock. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio, AM 990.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
You live in a free country and you don't have to watch it. You can watch the Puppy Bowl. I didn't tell you that.
I love the Puppy Bowl.
Of course you love the Puppy Bowl.
I do love the Puppy Bowl. I love puppies.
Because I know you watch it, I actually tuned in for a few minutes to watch the Puppy Bowl. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. The dogs don't know what they're doing.
But it's the best kind of mess. It's sweet, it's fluffy, it's kind, it's all things America. I'm like, oh, finally, something nice.
I didn't tell you I'm in the process of getting a new dog.
You are? Congratulations.
Breaking news now.
Except this dog's going to be super trained by the time I get it. You know,
You don't
Lawrence
have to
Jones,
train them. You
LJ?
just you give them love.
Wrong.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
All right, folks, time to talk about real money, gold and silver. Now, the analysts, the guys behind closed doors, digging deep into the data, well, they are making big predictions for 2026. Now, they now see gold hitting $5,000 an ounce. Wow. How about silver? We're talking about silver surging toward an unbelievable $100 an ounce. I'm going to tell you what, I'm not waiting until I see these prices in the headlines. I'm taking action now. That's why I am a customer of the best in the business, and that is Goldco. They are my number one pick for gold and silver. I trust them to help diversify and protect my retirement savings. Right now, they're offering you a free 2026 gold and silver kit, plus a limited time offer where you can get 10% instant match in bonus gold or silver just for getting started. Call now, 855-815-GOLD, or just go to HannityGold.com. That's 855-815-GOLD, or HannityGold.com.
Raul Rodriguez knows Artesia because he listens. For many years, Raul has worked side by side with neighbors in District 1, welcoming input and finding real solutions to our community's challenges. He's grateful for your support over the past 24 years and is excited to serve once again. Raul is committed to giving back to the community he loves and helping Artesia move forward. On Tuesday, March 3rd, vote Raul Rodriguez for Artesia City Council.
Vote for my sample, March 3rd.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Little cold front dropping in, so we could get a few showers today, but rain chances are fairly low. We'll have some cloud cover, afternoon high in the mid-60s. Overnight, a shower possible till about midnight. We're in the upper 30s and low 40s, and then we're back to sunshine on Wednesday. Looks pretty nice, upper 60s. Warming up a little bit on Thursday with a mix of sun and clouds, mid-70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. We now have joining us on the phone Miss June Marie from the Artesia Literacy Council. How are you doing this morning, ma'am?
Good. I'm disappointed. Yesterday, my Alexa said it was going to rain today. 86% chance of rain. So this morning I asked it, and it said 0%. Yeah. I went, what happened?
I got it this morning. It said 15% chance, but I was looking outside. I'm like, I don't think there's a chance.
It's like Ty Hotling, that's the pastor at First Baptist, says, well, 15% means 85% not.
Yeah, exactly. I look at I always joke that if the forecast says 85%, that means it's not going to rain.
Right.
It's the forecast never seems to get that right. So
right. There's a joke about meteorologists. Meteorology is the only occupation in which you are paid for being wrong.
Yeah, 75%. You can be wrong 75% of the time and still get paid.
Right.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So, well, June Marie, how are things going over there at the Literacy Council nowadays?
Really great. It's the weather, that bad weather kind of slowed us down, because not only did we have the first 2 days it was so extremely cold and they weren't having school at the public school, so we usually don't when they don't. But then we had a freeze in the building and they had to repair they repair pipes here in the building. But we're crawling. People are crawling back. You know, it's different because they don't. When there's not a legal requirement, you know, like you have to keep your kids in school. But most of my students, when they come, it's because they care and they're wanting to work on that. Our GED program is doing really well this year. We have several that are one test down. Some couple, I think, are working on their second test of the 4. So they're progressing well in that program. Also in the English program, I now have students from, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 countries.
Oh wow, that's
all
awesome.
over the world. Not all of our students are coming from Hispanic background, from Spanish, but of course the majority are coming from Spanish, but they're, you know, I like it when I have a student that's not Hispanic, because the Hispanics tend to want to speak Spanish. And when you have somebody that doesn't understand Spanish, then we can't.
Yeah, when you got 3 or 4 different languages in the room, you got to find a common ground there and work on it.
Right.
So,
exactly. Yeah. So it actually is probably a benefit to them, even though they're going, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome.
The other big news we've got is the test for the citizenship has been modified.
Okay.
It used to be 100 questions, and now it's 128. A lot of them, they just kind of reversed the question. So it's not that they're harder, but I would hate to have somebody that started out studying the old test then have to study the new test, because it's going to be confusing.
A little
because
bit confusing,
like they reversed the questions. Like the old question was, name 2 freedoms mentioned in the Declaration of Independence, and the answer was life and liberty, or liberty and the pursuit of happiness, or whichever. But anyway, now the question is, what founding document? That's a new catchphrase, founding document.
Yep.
Includes the phrase life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And so now the answer is Declaration of Independence,
right?
Which I think it's better focused for them, but it's just like I said. If hopefully those that have studied for the old test are going to be able to take the old test if they got their application in before I think it was the 15th or the 20th of October, then they get to take the old test. It's only more recent, and there's a slight difference in the fee schedule, but not major, and they still offer based on if you receive any state or federal support, including food stamps or Social Security or anything like that, you can apply for a reduction in the premium.
Okay, awesome.
Cost. So, you know, they want people to become citizens, and it's just but you know, it's just part of that. I may try to pull up a couple of questions every time we visit once a month and see if people could get their citizenship. A lot of our, especially the younger folks that are native, they don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just, but it's, you know, it's. I think it's important, you know, during the oppression of the blacks in the South, that they did 2 different things. They had one was a literacy test, and if you were white and could make an X, you passed it. And if you were black and you maybe were even a college professor, you probably couldn't pass the literacy test. Kind of, you know, because of the sad thing, point there. And then they also did a poll tax where you paid, I think it was $5 to vote.
Yeah. So let's go back to the GED program and help people out, because there's probably a number of people in town that really, you know, could benefit from getting that GED. What's the requirements for enrollment? What are the costs, things like that, so that people know?
Well, there's no direct cost.
Okay.
The only, and it's a voluntary cost. We have T-shirts that they can buy for $15. I encourage the ones that are in the GED to buy that, because then when we have our little graduation celebration at the end of the year in May, I'd like them to be wearing one of those. I'll buy them a cap and a tassel, but their T-shirt would be their, and it's only $15, so it's not a major cost at all. But otherwise, we provide the books, we provide any access to the computer programs that we utilize. We provide pencils, notebooks, all those things too. The other thing that the state now they help you take. They provide the pretest. That's like to see, are you really ready? You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you score at 100, and if you score at about a 60, let's see, I'm doing my math in my head, like a 72%,
Mm-hmm.
then you can. They will pay for you to take the GED test.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because the reason for that break is they feel like if you meet this point in the score, it's 145 out of 200. That's why I was quickly trying to do the math in my head.
Yeah.
Then that's the pass for the test itself. And so if somebody took the pretest and only made an 80, well, then they're not going to be ready to take the test. They're not going to pass. They will more than likely not pass the test.
Okay.
So that's what they're saying is if you do this, you're going to be ready to take the test.
Gotcha. And so is this Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and all of my students that have attempted the pretest have passed the pretest. A couple of them I had to drag them. No, I didn't. We felt like we were dragging them to take the test, but they to actually do the test, and all of them passed. I mean, I've not had anybody not pass the GED test of our group. So we have some really good teachers. I'm the second best of two. So Mr. Mike Witt is my other GED teacher, and he's very, very good, especially in the math. I'm not near as good in the math. I'm an English teacher, okay?
There you go. And so is the programs, it sounds like you maybe got you matched the school year, and is the program designed to be completed in that one school year window?
For the most part. Now, if you have someone, it's very rare. Most of my students for the GED come in with at least, they were in ninth grade.
Yeah.
When they left school. But I've had a few, very few, that were further back than that. Like fifth, I had one that quit in sixth grade, and so we had to do. It took a little longer for them because they had more math to learn, more reading skills to work on. Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of it is reading, so we really work on our reading skills in the GED program.
Gotcha.
But
great.
And if you think about it, there are some budget bills before the state talking about adult education and the need for adult education. So talk to your reps and your senators about those bills as they progress. Remember that it helps Artesia as much as it does the individual.
Absolutely.
Because what happens, you get your GED, you are now at a higher income base. You're going to be able to make more money.
Yeah.
And then when you make more money, then you're going to be spending money in Artesia. You're going to be paying higher taxes.
Right.
You're going to be, and so it's a benefit to the community, and especially those in the oil field for centuries. I'm sorry, close to it. My granddad worked for 60, 70 years in the oil field. You didn't need a high school diploma. Yeah. My granddad used to joke, a strong back and a weak mind.
Exactly.
But that's not true anymore. There's many more skills required in the oil field for even just a, quote, floor hand, And so, especially if you want to go on up in the company, then the GED is essential.
Yeah.
Because when we have a slowdown, the ones that sadly will lose their jobs are the ones without the GED, and they'll keep the ones with the GED or high school diploma.
Right.
So do it for yourself.
Yeah. So, well, June, we're out of time. So, real quickly, if you could just let people know how to find you, website and phone number, so they can, if they reach out to you.
Okay. The phone number is 575-748-9740. The website is artesialiteracycouncil.org. And we are located inside the Artesia Vocational Academy with the truck driving school.
All right.
We share the building with the trucking school, 3205 West Main. Hope to see you all soon.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Jean
so
Marie.
much.
And have a wonderful day.
Bye, Artesia. Thanks again.
Bye-bye. God bless.
At Carlsbad Ford, the Ford Escape is built for drivers who want comfort, efficiency, and confidence without sacrificing style. With a smooth ride, smart technology, and flexible cargo space, the Escape is perfect for everyday driving and weekend getaways alike. Now's the time to make your move during winter discount closeout pricing at Carlsbad Ford. Right now, on the 2026 Ford Escape, you'll receive a $2,500 customer rebate, making an already great SUV an even better value. Come experience the versatility and the value of the Ford Escape today at Carlsbad Ford, located on West Pierce in Carlsbad.
My name is Joseph Woody Wright. Artesia's been my home most of my adult life. I am running for City Council District 2 because I believe in serving this community the same way I've served my country, with integrity, preparation, and commitment. I'm running for City Council because Artesia deserves experienced leadership, thoughtful planning, and someone who knows how to build systems that work for our community. I'd be honored to earn your vote.
Firmness? At Care Valley Dental, we offer expert Botox treatment designed to soften fine lines, smooth wrinkles, and create that refreshed look that you want. Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher, and as facial professionals, we are the true experts with advanced training and precision you expect. You owe it to yourself to experience why Care Valley Dental is the expert in Botox treatment.
Come see the team at Care Valley Dental at the corner of 9th and Main in Roswell, or call 575-622-4455.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Time to move into a new year at the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop in Roswell. Valentine's fabrics are here and spring fabrics are arriving daily with a great selection of quilts, Valentine shirts, and rope bowls made right here at the Calico Cow. And Brothers sewing machines are on sale now. Plus, the Calico Cow can fix and perform maintenance on all brands. Out of town? Log on to RoswellQuilting.com to order. We ship direct. The Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop, 200 East College in Roswell. Want to know how? Come see the cow.
You've got questions about college. Eastern New Mexico University has the answers. Join us Saturday, March 21st for the Spring Open House in Portales. It's your chance to meet faculty, talk to current students, and learn more about financial aid, housing, and more. We'll have plenty of awesome door prizes, including